Welcome to the Starscape. I'm called 018. I'm a figment of fractal space-time, and I'm here to help you navigate this undulous cosmos you call a galaxy. Welcome to episode 3 of Hunt for the Starry Sky, a Dungeons & Dragons show for VTubers, featuring 5 incredible VTubers, my good friends here. We're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, but with a twist. Our setting and lore is based on Monster Hunter. We're here on session 3 now, and today we're gonna hunt some monsters, everybody. But firstly, I want to ask my players here if they have any announcements they want to make about their upcoming content or anything else that's on their minds that they'd like to let everybody here know about.
Well, I just want to say thank you everyone who showed up yesterday to the the day before yesterday to the charity stream. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Star, for hanging out. Thank you, Kohaku, everyone who came and played some games with me. I super appreciate it. We raised $1,270. Let's go!
Yeah, amazing.
For that
Let's go.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. So I just want to thank you since I talked about it before.
It was a good time.
Yeah,
I was there. I know Daiji Kubo stopped in, Kaku stopped in.
Oh
we
yeah,
had a good time.
Daiji did. Thank you for the donation. Thank you everyone for donating.
It was a really good thing you did. We really appreciate that, Heaney. Really great of you.
Thank you. Thank
I'd
you
like to do
all of
something
you
like
for
that myself
donating.
sometime.
Yeah, and you can give away 6 copies of BBCF.
Hey, after BBCF rollback, maybe.
Yo, that's a good idea.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, that's a thing now. Those of you who know me know that I love BlazBlue, and this week we got some news that points at BBCF rollback coming soon, which is incredible. But apart from that, I think.
Wait, was it confirmed? Or just the...
It's not,
just
it's
the
soft confirmed. It's
okay.
nothing more than you know about, but
Okay.
we're pretty confident that's what we're getting.
Yeah!
Almost everybody here has been playing Melty Blood this week. We're having fun with it. I haven't played as much of it as I would like to, but I'm going to be playing more of it. Definitely on stream and off. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
This is... Wait. Is my audio messed up? Is something wrong here?
Yeah, apparently your audio is just 1 year.
Is it just for Ghost, or is it for everyone else too?
Is that just one person? I wish they had the dark mic costume. Listen.
Looks like 2 people are saying it.
Oh, 2 people? Oh no!
The
The left ear is very Stargazer.
I have never heard of this problem before, and I would not know how to fix it.
Their right ears are very lonely.
Nate, do you have the channel, your microphone channel set to mono? Did it get set to stereo somehow? While you were messing around?
If you go to the audio slider, right-click it, Advanced Audio Properties, you should see like the audio balance between left or right, or there's mono.
Nope, it's balanced. It's right in the middle.
Just set it to mono.
Yeah,
Just set it to mono,
yeah.
and then it should be fine. Hopefully.
It should be
Is
fixed.
it fixed now? Tell me. I changed
Hello!
it. Is it fixed?
Yeah, because that happened to me before, and the
Yeah, it's
chat was like,
fixed.
"Oh my god,
Okay.
ASMR!" And I'm like,
Yo, let's go.
You know what? That's minimal scuff, all things concerned, but I couldn't tell you how it got like that. I certainly didn't do that.
It happens.
It happened.
All right. So hey, I want to mention a couple of things at the top of the stream, like I always do. If you don't know me, I'm called 018. I typically stream fighting games. Monster Hunter is my favorite thing in the whole world, and I have a passion for creative writing, which is how this show came to be. I've been DMing 5th edition now for something like 10 years, and
Let's go.
I've wanted to do a Monster Hunter setting for a really long time, and I in the credits command in chat, you can see the person that converted a lot of Monster Hunter's mechanics and themes into Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. They have a Patreon. They're still working on it, and they want to make their own original content too. So if you like that, please support them. They're a super cool person. I've chatted with them privately. I like them a lot, and they're very, very creative and talented.
Yeah, if you want to use the setting for your own D&D games, definitely check out their Patreon.
Definitely do that, and I would also be glad to help you do that too, because I'm not using everything wholesale, because every DM does things differently, and even when you have like a whole settings worth of mechanics to work with, you don't use every single thing, but to some extent, of course. And I want to say, of course, our group of players are varying skill levels and experience levels with Dungeons and Dragons. We're being a patient and welcoming environment. There might be some coaching that has to go on during the game. That's cool. We dig that. As I always say, I of course am open to criticism. My DMing style is not going to be the same as yours. It's not going to be the same as your favorite content creators. That's cool. Everybody plays Dungeons and Dragons differently. Once more, I'm open to criticism. I'm sure most of my players are open to criticism, but during the show, not a good time for it. So please refrain from doing that too much in chat. There won't be any interactions with chat during the game. At breaks and after the game is the time for that. And we have some redeems that will allow you to affect the game a little bit. Those are for giving me disadvantage or the players advantage on the next check that comes. They only allow you to help the players, not hurt them, because I'm not putting their characters' lives in your hands. I'm sorry, I love you all, but that's not happening. And if that's all, if nobody has anything else they want to say, we can hop in.
All right.
Play Melty Blood.
Yeah, play Melty Blood.
I'm on that train. Play Melty Blood.
Like Coma.
Yeah, I'm on that train too. Play Coma.
Let's get it.
Oh, wait, Star.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
this is random, but
Mhm.
isn't there like isn't there like a D&D thing where like something randomly lucky could happen? Like a divine thing.
Randomly lucky. I mean, there's a lot of things like that. I guess I couldn't say what it is you're specifically referring to.
I was just thinking it might be fun to to have chat. You could limit it a certain amount of times per stream, but they could roll something
Like Divine
and it's-
Intervention.
like divine intervention, and depending on the roll, like if it's a 1, then we just get like an extra gold or piece or something.
So there is one thing that I've considered trying to find a way to make use of in D&D. It's a trait that a certain wizard subclass gets called Portent, which is every time they finish a long rest, they get to roll a number of d20s and record those rolls, and then throughout that day, they can substitute a roll they make with what they got. I've thought about doing something like chat gets to roll a couple of Portent rolls, and then chat can determine when they want you to use those instead of the ones that you normally rolled. That could potentially hinder you, though, and once again, I do not want chat to kill you. That would be really, really upsetting.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I think something like a lucky trait. Chat is our god, watching over us, and then they get like a 2, and then someone has to give us like a free glass of water or milk or something.
I'll have to.
complimentary
They're
glass of
certainly
milk.
looking after me.
I will have to. I'll
I
have
won
to
that
think on
gambling
it.
pot.
If something like that doesn't exist, I can always create it. I have some friends I can talk to about
Lucky
properly
trait. Yeah, I
thinking
think
of a
that
way
might
to
be
make
what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
The lucky trait, what that does is just you have a number of luck points, and when you make a roll, you can spend a luck point to roll it again if you don't like what you got.
Oh,
It
I
is-
see. I see.
It's pretty widely considered to be very overpowered, and a lot of DMs ban it. I don't ban it.
Yeah.
I think it's fine, but it's really, really, really strong.
Chat adds one more. No. Like, oh my god, we have an encounter, and then chat is like they try to make something lucky happen, and then the monster like hits a tree or something.
Unlucky
One
thing
damage
happens.
point.
Don't worry, guys. I'll add enough
Oh, the
enemies for
dragon
all you.
pop.
Yeah. I just thought of it randomly. Sorry. But yeah, go ahead.
No, I appreciate the suggestion. I'll take it into consideration. So, last time, we started off in town with Fluffles having a conversation with the captain of the Guild Knights, the foreign captain who's here in town at the moment. And then, following that, Pharixus met with Luna, the handler of the Tempests, who brought him to the Lily Enclave, which is a hidden, secluded enclave of druids in Riveru, which is the capital of Western Shrade. I always have to think about that and get that straight in my head. Where we are now is technically a part of Eastern Shrade, and those two nations don't get along very well. So this entrance into Western Shrade is something that is very, very well kept and hidden, because in possible times of warfare or strife, it could be used to devastating effect. So this is something that he was granted special access to in order to answer some questions about some strange things that he's been experiencing. While he was there, he had a pretty up close and personal experience with an elder dragon known as Nefu Garumud, who essentially spun him a riddle about what he is experiencing, but at the end of the day, Phyrexius walked away from it feeling a little better about it because the things he was told were not very scary or dangerous. Following that, the group met up the following morning to have breakfast with some proper shenanigans, and then we finally came together and decided on a handler that we wanted to pick after a conversation with the Dragon Lady, who was a handler representative from the Elder Dragon Observation Team. What the group decided is they would choose Luna, the Tempest's handler, to act as their handler, but they wanted Luna to act as an intermediary for them with the Elder Dragon Observation Team, because most of the members of the group decided that they would like to involve themselves in these investigations into Elder Dragons because they're very dangerous creatures, and there's a strong opportunity for growth as a team with great notoriety by investigating these things and getting involved with them. So we expressed that to Luna, and we observed a performance by a dancer from the island region to the south who was performing this kind of traditional dance of her people, this water dance that told the story of an elder dragon that lives in the abyss within the ocean. Fluffles did some investigative work looking into the poaching epidemic that's currently happening in the region. She met some new faces while she was doing that, and learned about a mysterious figure known as the Nightshade, a vigilante that has been capturing these poachers and turning them into the Guild Knights. And after meeting with another Guild Knight who's been investigating this poaching problem closely, she got some intel about it and then decided to meet with the captain once more. And that's where we're going to pick up this time. So, Fluffles, Captain Aedai has just told you the Tempests are hiding something.
Oh.
And I want you to find out what it is.
They're hiding something? Well, they hide a lot of things, I guess. Is it like a bad thing that they might be hiding, or a good thing? They were hiding the those new members, and so I guess it's not really surprising that they're hiding something.
Well, no. High-ranking hunters probably have a whole lot that they don't necessarily tell everyone about. They are just people, after all. However, I'm rather new here, and when I got here, I thought it would be a proper thing for me to do to look into the people on top of the hunting economy here. And so I did.
Oh, well, I suppose that's true. That makes sense.
Well,
do you...
what I found was the records of their hunts only go up to about 5 years ago.
Oh.
At that point, there are very, very, very few scarce records of hunts performed by the Tempests as a unit.
Oh!
And, well, what I think is that they're taking orders from someone other than the guild. And whatever it is they're doing, it's so secretive that they can't or won't even tell the guild knights, or anyone else about it.
Oh. Well... well, I suppose that is quite concerning. I'll definitely do my best to look into it. Thank you so much. Oh,
Well, allow me to stress to you, you're not under orders to spy for me.
Oh, yes,
Nothing
of course.
like that. Now that you're in rather close with them, I just want you to see what you can learn, and again, I'm not compelling you to report back to me what you learn about the Tempests. I want to trust your judgment, your moral fiber, to tell me about anything that comes up that may be dangerous.
Well, yes, of course. Thank you so much for believing in me, sir. Yes, thank you. I'll do my best to make you proud. Thank you. I'll let you know if it's anything dangerous. I wouldn't want anything to happen to Solgar either. And we, as hunters, must all work together to preserve the integrity of hunting and the environment in which we work in. It's only fair, so yes, I will do my best.
Good, of course. I am trusting you with this. Now, was there a reason that you came to me today?
Oh, I just wanted to report what I learned, but since I met up with Mr. Mead, who said was also looking into things, I already talked with him. I learned about the Nightshade, and the Tempest has 2 new members, and I believe those are the only things I've learned today. But most of it seemed to be common knowledge to Mr. Mead. So
Well, the Tempests haven't publicized that they have 2 new members because it's, well, it would kind of lead to a bit of a mob happening at their guild hall,
Yes.
people asking to become members, so
yes, yes,
I
of
couldn't
course.
tell you why they took on 2 new members and why they took on low rankers to be their members, but for some reason or another they did, and that is their choice. And as far as the Nightshade goes, well, I didn't tell you about this last time because there are a lot of rumors and hearsay that go on about this, and I cannot attest to the veracity of them because many of them sound rather ridiculous to me, but
Mr. Mead said that he had a dagger belonging to the Nightshade. Is his calling card?
I've seen this.
Mhm.
I believe that the Nightshade is real, but there are people that say that he flies on the wings of a bat, and well, that he fades in and out of shadows, and some
Oh.
even say that he is a wyvern.
Oh, Wyvern?
It's difficult for me to comment on these things because if anything that I say creates any veracity among the people among any of these rumors, and they start to gain traction and people start to believe that there's a wyvern inside the city walls
Yes,
that
yes,
is
yes, of
capturing
course.
poachers, we can't have any of that, so
A Wyvern using daggers. Quite interesting. Oh, but isn't I learned that the Nightshade is another monster. So do people believe that such a monster is in the city?
well, I certainly hope not. If it was, it would be causing a whole lot of havoc.
Yes, exactly.
But
Well,
rumors do have a way of gaining their own truth, I suppose.
makes sense. Makes sense.
So, I'm having Ardius Mead, the knight that you met with.
Yes.
He's investigating the Nightshade personally, which is why I asked you to investigate the poaching. The 2 of you are working on 2 separate ends of this investigation.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Thank you so much for letting me know. That was all the information I had today, unfortunately. But it seems like I have caught up to speed,
Yes,
more or less.
do not feel bad about the level of information you have. It's good that we're on the same page about it now.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Thank you so much.
Of course.
That was all I had to report today. But thank you.
I suppose you'll be heading out on your first hunt as a unit soon.
Yes, exactly. We will hopefully we will be out in the area for most of the day, so we might have a chance to catch some wind of the poachers. Hopefully it doesn't cause too much trouble, but if they were to appear, it would be very beneficial for learning the issue. I would like to confirm things with my own eyes.
Well, if you're ambushed by poachers, just do your best to get some information rather than just, doing the violent thing.
Oh, of course. I mean, these poachers, have, as far as I know, not done anything deserving of death just yet. So, of course, I wouldn't want to engage in violence with them. But we be keeping a good eye on them if I learn anything more.
Well, just remember, it's in your hands, death or otherwise.
Well, it's not in my hands, but I will do as is fair.
I'll trust you with that too. Just remember that you represent the guild knights while you're out there.
Of course. I will keep my training at the forefront of my mind, sir.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you. And then with a little bow of her head, she'll exit the office.
Everybody else headed to the smithy, the workshop, and I know that they informed you that that's where they were going before you parted ways. But where would you like to go once you exit the Guild Knights HQ?
I suppose she'll head over there, assuming that they're still there. It hasn't been that long, right? Since
No, it's been maybe
Yeah.
30 minutes tops.
yeah. So she'll head over there then to meet up with everyone else.
Okay, so the rest of you are, you enter into the smithy where they have this long conveyor belt that runs from one end of the room to another. There are a few wyverians and felines that are pounding away at metal and forging weapons and armor. Mostly like low tier style stuff, but there are a couple of other hunters that are kind of like waiting by for things to be finished and getting fitted for new sets of armor and testing out the weight of their weapons and stuff. Baku's vibing to the music and I love it.
Don't mind me.
So the four of you come walking into here. What is it that you wish to do here?
I'm gonna, well, as the person who introduced him to Smithy, I'm gonna be like, welcome to Nong's second home. And I'm just gonna be like, make big weapons here. And then I'm also gonna like point in the direction of where the artificers workshops are. Like, that's where Nong works.
Yeah, so so Nonk points out to you. There's this kind of scaffolding style like fire escape sort of staircase that like winds up to this door that's on like the right side, top side of the room. That it's kind of like a out of place looking door. It's very much like an office style, almost like detective's door that has the kind of the opaque glass over it that says Sector X Workshop there.
I'll be like, like, if anybody else gets monster parts we can use to upgrade over here.
I got a few, so might as well just get something while I'm at it.
Okay.
So if you
Nong
head
can
over,
also help out.
if you head over toward the counter, the smithy that's there, he's a small wyverian man, probably only a hair over 3 feet tall, like the size of a feline basically. But he's quite muscular, bald-headed with this white beard and mustache, pointed ears, and he has this giant hammer that he holds over his shoulder, extremely strong looking. He leans over to the counter and says, "Eh? Hunters?"
Guy's hand. Yes.
Mr. Nonk. Have you come to have your gear outfitted? Big hunt coming up?
Yes. Second hunt. I'll bring my friends here. And I'll just like, go to each and everyone. I'll start with like, Yuki and be like, this is, Blue Man. Yeah. Very blue.
And you are Blue Man's group.
Hibiki.
Yeah, Blue Man's group.
Sure. Let's go with that for now. But I'm not the captain. The captain's coming. I think the captain's coming here sometime soon. But the name is Hibiki. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm the smithy. I'll outfit your gear. I'll make it, nice and powerful. Make sure that you can hack the heads off those burly beasties out there.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
If you got materials to make your weapons stronger, I can do that. If you got materials to augment your weapons with new magical abilities from the monster parts you find, I can do that too, for a fee and some time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if Nonk recommends this place, then who am I to doubt his recommendation?
Top of the
He
line
just
stuff
gives you
here.
the big thumbs up. He gives you the big thumbs up when you say that.
Only the best. Hey, I made the Tempest's weapons.
The Tempest's
Ooh.
weapons?
That's right.
The best
And
of the
we
best.
get to get weapons from you?
Well, I am
That's
the most
so
esteemed,
rude.
the most esteemed and only smithy in the city.
Wait, the only one?
Oh, well, yes, the guild. This is the guild smithy. There is only one.
Oh. All right.
Anywhere else you
No
go,
part-timers?
there are 2 more smithies in the city, but one of them focuses on shipbuilding, and the other one is all about ground travel, so things like caravans and such.
All right.
As long as it's like, oh, Smithies.
I don't do
Nah,
everything
this
by
one,
myself. He gestures, and there's like 5 or 6 felines and other wyverians moving around in the shop, and they're moving and working fast, like 110% energy going on behind him at all times. There's always a hammer banging. So of course he doesn't do everything alone.
I will also say at that point, it interject and be like, yeah, they also work on different things. Lady working on a flying machine device.
That's
as well.
Sector X, the artificing workshop. Yes.
Yeah.
Those are things
new
that
member.
are a little more utility. You know, weapons are kind of for bashing, armor is for getting bashed. Sector X makes things that do different, more general use style things. You know, artificing.
Okay. I think at that point also like it was like not also make things like modify things as well, and I'll take out the hammer that was previously made and show sort of like how I've modified it a bit to have like in the workshop itself. Nonky's still learning, but hopefully.
Artificing lets you advance a weapon beyond even what I can do. You know, I can make you the best weapon in the world, but an artificer can make it even better.
Yeah, so
Super strong.
Let's go now.
so we can yeah. Pretty much.
So
Like,
if you got stuff to show me,
like-
I'll make you something out of it.
I'm just going to
I start rustling through my bag. Trying to see what I got here.
I will take out all the the materials I have gotten from the previous hunt, which include. Sorry, let me just get my character profile, because we got quite a bit actually.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
From our previous. So we got I have 1 earth crystal, 1 insect husk, 1 bird wyvern bone, 1 toadstool, 1 armor sphere, a thunderbug stone, and jaggy hide. Yeah, they're all the materials I recorded.
So the way that this kind of works is the weapons and armor that you're in possession of right now are of uncommon rarity, which means that they cannot be augmented in any such way. They don't have, how you say, augment slots on them, but you can upgrade them using the like armor spheres are for armor, and then usually bones typically are for weapons. So like the bird wyvern bone that you found and other such bones can be used to increase the rarity of a weapon or armor, and then you can use the monster parts to add magical effects to the armor or weapon.
Oh, so you can increase the rarity itself.
Correct, yeah. And the
Oh.
rarity of your weapon will determine the properties that it has. So for example, with the hunting horn, it has a base like notes that it can play, and it gains more as you increase the rarity of the weapon, and then it also gets a magical bonus to its damage, attack and damage rolls. So it's how you get like +1, +2, +3 weapons as well.
Okay.
And so
Interesting.
the monster parts are how you add things like fire damage to it, or thunder damage to it, or things like that.
Okay.
So that's the utility in collecting things like ores and bones. And even like bones that you collect from like aptonoths, like the herbivore creatures, even those are useful for this. So it makes sense to slay those and carve them.
Okay. So let me take a look again what I have. I don't think I have very much. Okay, I take out a bone. I just put it on the table. I'm like, I have a bone.
Bone. Perfect. Bones are useful for crafting things like bug nets and pickaxes and so forth. If you have bones from a certain type of monster, like say a bird wyvern bone, that's something that I could make use of. At this point, we'll say that Fluffles
one.
enters as well, because we want to make sure that everyone's inventory is accessible here.
Hello,
I actually have two
everyone.
ones, yeah.
Welcome
Hello.
back,
Oh,
Captain.
Welcome back.
She walks in very loudly.
How was your meeting?
It went well, thankfully. It seems like it wasn't very productive. But I suppose it was okay.
Welcome, Captain of Blue Man's group.
Oh, no, we're the Gehex.
Oh, Gehexa. Oh, hold on a second. He goes under the table for a minute, and then he comes up with like a little slip of paper that's kind of like burnt on the edges and looks very dirty and scuffed. And he says, "Wait, you are Gehexfa, right?"
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's us.
okay, right. Miss Luna actually contacted me a little while ago. A messenger came. She handed over some funds, 500 gold's worth that is credited to you, and a few materials as well for your starting
Oh.
venture.
Oh, that's so kind of her. Oh my gosh.
The
I
duty of
knew
a
we should
handler.
have picked Luna.
Tis the duty of a handler.
Yeah.
With these materials, I'll upgrade one weapon to the is it uncommon? Wait, I'm stupid. Your weapons currently are like the normal rarity. Uncommon is the first rarity. So with what he has, he will upgrade a weapon to uncommon rarity.
Wow. That's great. We're gonna have stronger weapons just in time for our first hunt.
Perfect.
Our first
Yes.
hunt as a group.
Look forward to it.
As
Ah,
far
it's
as the
good.
materials you have on hand go,
Yeah, she'll approach the little desk bench and pull out her materials. Let me see.
we might want to take stock of it. It might
this
make
is
sense to just kind of pool your resources here and determine what you want to do with it.
Yeah, she'll
Okay.
take them all. She'll take them all out. Let's see. We have a Benahabra scale, monster fluid, ultra stomach, Rathos webbing, quality sack, Bazario shell, a bun. Oh wait, not this one. And 4 eggs. Oh wait, not 4 eggs. We
All right, so I'm gonna write them down for you. So you have a Benahabra shell. You have one of those.
I had one Benabra shell
Okay,
and 2 monster fluid,
2 monster fluids, and you have a Rathalos
1
webbing.
stomach, yeah, and a quality sack and El Bazario shell.
Altaroth stomach.
Everyone, I don't know if you don't want to eat the eggs. I suppose we could use them in our crafting. So,
Can that even be a thing? Captain?
I'm gonna make egg armor.
No, never heard of this sorcery before.
Gargoyle eggs are that's a food commodity. I can't. There's no weapon formula that requires a gargoyle egg, I'm afraid.
and not even eggshells.
I've never worked with eggshells before. I cannot imagine that they're very good in armor.
Oh, perhaps as jewelry.
I don't.
At knock on the back, I said, that's your job.
Gargoyle eggs are.
Okay, I will try.
They're not typically very magical. Their feathers can be.
Oh, feathers. Oh, okay.
As soon as
Well,
Cole
that's
says
a
that,
feather.
Nonk's just gonna sit on his bum and just do the thinking pose. It's a deep contemplation.
Gonna bring the eggs over to him. Put them next to him. Here you go. You can have an egg too. It's almost lunchtime probably. So.
Okay, so I have Fluffles' stock here. Phyrexius, what are you holding?
I guess I just kind of pull my resources as well. I have a Jaggy Scale, Great Jaggy Claw, King's Frill, 1 bone, Armor Sphere, 2 rocks, a God Bug, and a Parashroom.
Damn, let's go.
Can't believe I kept up with you there. Alright, Hibiki, what are you carrying?
I got a 1 Velociprey hide, 1 Velociprey scale, Nabra shell, 2 Altaroth stomach, 2 quality sack, 1 Altaroth jaw, 2 Altaroth jaw, 2 earth crystals, 1 large Basarius shell.
Gotcha. Claw, tell me.
I got a bird wyvern fang, a Durambros carapace, a Benabra shell, and a bone.
And Nonk, what are you carrying?
I have 1 Earth Crystal, 1 Insect Husk, 2 Bird Wyvern Bones, 1 Toadstool, 1 Armor Sphere, 1 Thunderbug, and 1 Jaggy Hide.
All right.
Also, does stone count? Does stone count?
Stone is something that would be used in crafting, like not as in crafting weapons, but crafting items.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, get with that.
Okay. So if I take stock of this, let me see. Monster fluids are usable in place of bones for weapon rarity upgrading. So you have 2 of those. Earth crystals and armor spheres are both for the use of upgrading an armor's rarity. So I see 1 armor sphere, 2 earth crystals, 1 more armor sphere. Does that make 4? You only have 4. Oh no, you have 5. There's another earth crystal. Okay, so you have just enough. So if you were to spend all the armor spheres and earth crystals you're carrying across the lot of you, you could upgrade someone's armor to uncommon rarity.
All right.
Who's the dedicated tank?
Well, that's usually my role, but I'm still pretty squishy for one at the time being.
I suppose I could. Well, my.
Unless Fluffles is a tank.
My abilities are more so for support. But in the meantime,
Well, allow me to make you aware that when you upgrade an armor's rarity, it does not become stronger as armor. It gains an extra augment slot, which you can use to make it stronger as armor, or you could put something that allows you to cast extra spells in it or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So it's build crafting. It's not you're not just getting extra AC out of this. You're gonna get an extra augment slot, which you can use some of these monster parts to add effects to.
I see.
Could I be a tanky cleric?
So it's very good for spellcasters as well, as what you're saying.
It's good for everyone.
Okay.
So some of the
Alright.
effects you might get from monster parts might be if this monster part is augmented into an armor, it increases that armor's AC by 3. And that's how you gain extra AC from upgrading armor.
All right, we learning.
Can I be a tanky cleric?
Yeah, of course, clerics are usually kind of tanky anyway.
Well, yeah.
I know your constitution score is pretty low, but your HP might be small, but tanks in D&D are more about when you take damage, that means the person squishier than you did not take that damage.
Yeah. Okay, Fluffle's gonna be like, perhaps, I seem to have a little bit more experience, training, so perhaps I could, lead, the forefront of the group, for now, unless, anyone else would like to try.
Sure, it's not like I need the armor. Go for it.
Alright, sounds good then.
Okay, so you can turn over across all of you. You have, let's take stock of it one more time. There's 1 armor sphere. There is 2 earth crystals, 3 earth crystals, and then a second armor sphere. So get rid of all the armor spheres and the earth crystals. And with that, Fluffles, your armor can be upgraded to uncommon rarity. It will take 1 week. You have to come back here in a week.
Oh, okay.
And the price of that is going to be 100 gold.
And we're using, Distel's, money, right?
Yes, you can do that. Yeah. So there will be 400 gold left for that.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll use Mr. Distel's generous offering for that for now.
Okay. And then I'll do 1 weapon free of materials.
Oh. All right. Who's?
I put my weapons on the table. I say, can I get mine upgraded?
All right. So we'll do these dual blades, claws dual blades.
Yep.
So that will cost the remaining 400 gold and 1 week with no materials, and that will upgrade those to uncommon rarity, which will give them 2 augment slots. So with that, you will have the ability. So now you can pick from your monster materials to add effects to these, the armor and the weapons. And as it happens, actually, common armor and weapons do have 1 augment slot. So if you can afford it, among the monster materials that you have, you can take your pick of some augments. If you want to ask me about monster materials, the smithy can appraise them for you and tell you what they'll do to your equipment.
Okay.
Huh. Actually, while this is happening, like, Nong sort of recalls from the previous battle. He's like, and then he just runs up to Phyrexis and be like, hey, hey. And so Tapia is like,
Yeah,
he's
what's
like,
up?
You can't see in dark, can you? Right? Now remember
Yeah.
you stumbling around in dark. And it's like, okay, now be back, and I'm just gonna run up to the it's like the X artifact route, and I'm actually gonna start like working on
An
my
infusion.
second infusion. Yeah, second infusion. I'm gonna make like goggles of dark vision.
Okay, that's
for,
gonna take you like about half an hour, like short rests worth to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nom
I'm just
says
like,
that and then zooms on up that scaffolding and into the artificer's workshop, and he's gone.
Meow.
Yum.
Wonder what he's
uh,
gonna do.
Yeah. Oh well, I suppose as long as we're
I just
here.
kind of stare at that direction that he was running, just wonder to myself how something so small can run so fast.
It's very fast, shockingly fast. So
I mean, you guys run with two. It's you guys run with 2 feet. I'm just saying, you're at a disadvantage against me. All my limbs.
as far as
better.
our monster materials go, you have the Benhabra shells, Alteroth stomach, Rathalos webbing, Besario shell, Jaggy scale, Great Jaggy claw, King's frill, Velociprey hide, Velociprey scale, the quality sacks, another Besario shell, Bird Wyvern fang, Durambros carapace, Jaggy hide. Those are all the things that you have that will do something to your weapons or armor.
All right.
Okay.
If I list them all off to you one after another,
yeah,
you'll forget
yeah.
them all. So it's better that you ask about them.
Yeah,
It's very
Fluffles-
true.
Fluffles is gonna bring her her hunting horn and be like, "Is there anything you can do for my weapon?"
With what material?
Oh, I'm not really sure what any of them do, but I suppose anything that could provide support or backup for my teammates.
Well, let's see. The Rathalos webbing that you have. If you add the Rathalos webbing to an armor, when you succeed a saving throw to be knocked prone, you do so with advantage. Or when you
Ooh.
must succeed a saving throw against being knocked
Ooh.
prone, you do so with advantage.
Oh, is that the only thing?
That's armor only for Rathalos webbing, it seems.
Oh.
Let's look at the Benhabra shell.
But not Habra.
I always spell this monster's name wrong.
Manabra.
Okay, we all do.
Benhabra.
Y'all know what
Mahabra.
Fluffles. Y'all know what Fluffles is gonna call it. So.
The Benhabra shell in armor reduces necrotic damage you take by 2 while you wear this armor.
Ooh. But it's all for armor, not for the weapon.
So far, everything has an effect on either or both.
Oh.
I'm kind of just going down the list, and it's what I'm running into.
Oh.
The Besario shell on armor, you have advantage on stealth checks made to hide in rocky terrain while you wear this armor. And in a weapon, it has stamina drain. When you hit a creature with this weapon, its speed is reduced by 5 feet until the start of your next turn.
Oh, I like.
Oh wow.
Oh, I think that sounds quite useful. I would like that one, please.
Okay, I can add that to your hunting horn. That will, it'll take a week, but we'll do it in the same span, and that will cost another 100 gold. So this one you're gonna have to pay out of pocket.
Oh, okay, yes. Is everyone okay with using Miss Tehistel's funds for my weapon as well?
You've used that up now.
Wait, I thought it was 500.
It is the armor augment you did was 100 and the weapon was 400.
Oh,
It's expensive. It's a little expensive.
oh. How? Okay, well, it costs 100 for me. To upgrade my weapon.
To upgrade to add the
To augment the weapon, right?
To augment the weapon, yeah, it will be another 100. So that's one that you're
Okay.
gonna have to pay out of the gold that you have on hand.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll pay for this. So I'm down to 127, and she'll start putting out gold coins one by one. So
Now, do augments stay when you upgrade?
Yep, they will stay until you either switch to a new weapon, or you can have the smithy remove the augment, which will have a price to it. The price will be higher if you would like him to return the material to you, but if you don't mind the material being destroyed, you can pay a lower price.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's
Can you
gonna
help
keep
counting?
going.
And then while she's counting, I guess I go up and I just present my variety of little things that I got and
So
ask
you're-
what I can do.
You have a Jaggy scale, which is you have a +1 bonus to survival checks while you wear this armor, in armor.
Armor only. Okay.
Yep, armor only. The King's Frill, which was a super good roll that you got, actually. So the King's Frill is in armor. It has command. While you are attuned to this armor, you double the amount of days you can go without food or water before suffering a level of exhaustion. And then in a weapon, it has hitter. When a creature must succeed a saving throw or become stunned by the effect of a weapon attack, increase the save DC by 2. That is actually really good for hammers, because hammers have that property. They can stun monsters.
They just stun, right? Yeah. Okay.
We have hammer gamers in here.
Nonk wields a hammer.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about
Man,
the
he's-
Great
he's
Jaggy Claw?
balding.
Great Jaggy Claw. Great Jaggy Claw is in a weapon. Your slashing damage. A weapon that deals slashing damage deals 1 extra slashing damage.
Okay.
You deal piercing damage.
Yes, I do piercing
Nonk deals
damage.
slashing damage. Not, I think not Nonk. Claw rather. Claw is like the only one among you that deals slashing damage.
Mhm.
Or do dual blades do piercing damage?
I think I should have it written down here. We'll see.
The damage type should be under your attacks.
It says slashing.
Okay, slashing. Yeah.
Slashing.
So it would increase the slashing damage dealt by that weapon by 1.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. So I guess for the time being, I'll just pass on augmenting my own weapons and just pass out my stuff. Just pull my resources.
I'm just like, we don't have that much money for all this augmenting and
Well,
stuff.
you could always, if you have monster materials that you don't want, you could sell them, and that will maybe fund some of your upgrades if there are things that are just not effective on anybody or nobody wants them.
Mm-hmm.
True. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, maybe we come back once we're done with these 2 quests with our new
55,
haul.
56, 57.
You do have the Alteroth Jaws, which in a weapon is when you capture an insect with a bug net, you catch 2 instead of 1.
Yo.
You have a couple of those. You have a Quality Sack, which is when you place it into a trinket. So this is like a trinket only, or rather charm only effect. It is that trinket or charm rather becomes a bag of holding. So and it does not count against the number of charms you can bring on a hunt. So essentially, with a quality sack, you can transform any normal bag that you have into a bag of holding. Which, for those of you who don't know, it's a normal-sized bag. However, it has an enormous space inside of it, like a pocket plane that can carry something like, I don't know, 500 pounds worth of stuff.
It's hammer space.
Yeah,
Like 4 eggs.
and it's weightless.
Weightless.
Oh, what can I do with my god bug? Because that was a.
Godbug. That's another crafting material. It's for like healing items and stuff.
Oh, for healing items. Okay.
What else are we carrying? We have a Duramboros carapace.
Oh, Star, can you tell me what item I used?
You used
to remove
a.
it?
Was it a Basario shell? I believe it was, right?
I don't have a bazaar. Oh yeah, the large bazaar as well. Okay, I'll remove this. and move.
Double checking here. Yeah, it was the Basario shell that you used.
Okay.
So the Duramboros. I remember you guys had a Ceregios material too. You must not have marked it down.
Which material?
There was a Ceregios.
Oh, the Ceregios carver. I have it.
Right. Okay, there's that too.
We got some Reggio's material. All right.
The Duramboros. The Duramboros carapace is in a weapon. You deal an extra 1d4 damage when you critically hit with this weapon.
Yo. That's kind of ridiculous.
Which actually it doesn't properly state this, but when you critically hit, you double all the dice of a critical hit, which means it would actually be 2d4.
Ooh. Big baby damage.
And then the Ceregios Carver. On an armor material, or for armor materials, you must have a shield for this to work. While attuned to this armor, the front of your shield is shaped in the likeness of a face. While bearing the shield, you can use a bonus action to alter the face's expression. Kind of silly. And then for weapons, while attuned to this weapon, while attuned to this weapon, you can use an action to conjure a coin from thin air. This bronze coin always lands on tails.
Okay.
Wait 1 second. Hold on. You hear that? I say, yo, I need that. I need that.
You can ask Fluffles for her while she's counting. 86, 87.
Hey, Fluffles, could I take that, what is Ceregios?
Yeah, it's a Ceregios Carver.
Can I take that Ceregios Carver from you?
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, feel free to take it. I'm a little bit busy right now.
All right.
Where was I? I guess I'll start at 1, 2.
We're at 84.
Was it on 84? Okay.
I think so.
85. 86.
There's
There's
a feline at the counter waiting to take your money that's just like 1,000-mile staring like down at the ground like
She'll be done soon, don't worry. And I what's it called? I move the Ceregios Carver. I'm like, hey, did you put this in my armor?
So for the coin effect, that's in your weapon.
A weapon? Okay, put that in my weapon then.
Yep, and you are enhancing your weapon, so you can have 2 augments on that weapon.
Alright. So yeah. How much does that cost?
That's gonna be another 100.
Another 100? Okay. I'm broke.
Okay, so far, Claw's weapon has been augmented or upgraded to uncommon rarity, and you've added the Ceregios Carver effect. Hinin, or rather, Fluffle's armor is upgraded to uncommon, and you've added the Basario shell effect to your hunting horn.
Where do I write this for my armor?
Make note of it. Make note of it. Probably on like the second page of your character sheet. Just mark down there that your armor is now uncommon rarity and has 2 augment slots.
Okay. Oh wait, no, that's not there. Okay. My armor.
Like under the bio page somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Not armor. Weapon. Weapon is uncommon. 2 augment slots. And do I have to keep track of the effect of my weapon for you to tell you? Or
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it
that's
happens every
yeah,
time.
You're gonna have to do that, yeah.
Yeah, please remind me.
I'll do my best to remind you.
No, I mean remind me right now what it does.
I will try to remember it, but it will I have a lot to keep track of. So
no, yeah, for sure.
No, yeah.
As far as having uncommon dual blades, Claw, you now have access to demon mode, which is
Let's go.
Twice per
Yo.
long rest as a bonus action. Your body is enveloped in a demonic aura for 30 seconds or until you are knocked prone. While demon mode is active, you gain +5 to your movement speed, and you deal an additional 1d4 weapon damage on the first attack that hits each turn. Once demon mode ends, you cannot use it again for 30 seconds.
Beast mode.
1d4 every turn? That's crazy.
Once per turn, an additional d4 damage, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Damn, that's nuts.
I'll paste that in the Discord chat so that you can mark it down somewhere and remember that you have it.
Thank you. Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Yep, I just dropped it there.
Thank you.
And then please drop my stuff, please.
All right. Let me check out the. Oh yeah, I'll post the Sergio's Carver as well. Here you go. Here is the Sergio's Carver. Check out the Basario shell. And there you are.
Appreciate it.
Okay. So everyone else has one slot in their weapon and armor, so if you have the money and you want to use some of these materials, you do have the option available to you. There are still the Velociprey things.
I'll pull my items on the table as well, just so I can augment my weapons and armor.
Okay. So let's see. There's these Velociprey. You have hide and scale. So Velociprey hide is you reduce fire, cold, lightning, and necrotic damage you would take by 1 while you wear this armor.
Okay.
And then the scale is you have a +1 bonus to medicine checks while you wear this armor. Armor only for both.
I'll use the hide then.
Okay. So let me note that down. Do you have 100 gold to pay for it?
Yes, I do.
All right. So I'll stick that in the Discord chat. So your armor has that effect now.
Awesome.
And then there was
Do
also
I just put this in the bios?
anywhere you want.
Yeah, just
Anywhere
anywhere.
that you'll be able to keep track of it.
Easy.
And then you do have a Bird Wyvern Fang, which is a weapon that deals piercing damage, deals 1 extra piercing damage. For exist.
Sorry, repeat that again?
You also have a Bird Wyvern Fang, which makes any weapon that deals piercing damage deal 1 extra piercing damage.
Oh.
And I do know Pharixis has a, one of those.
One of those.
Yo, what are those?
What are those?
What about the Basario shell?
The Basario shell was, so in armor, you have advantage on stealth checks made to hide in rocky terrain while you wear this armor. And then in a weapon, it has stamina drain, which is when you hit a creature with this weapon, its speed is reduced by 5 feet until the start of your next turn.
And that's the thing that Heenan did, right?
Yeah, Fluffles has that on her weapon now.
Okay.
Can you
What
paste
are
that
the
info
weapon
in the-
upgrades?
In the Discord, please.
What's that?
Oh wait, you already posted.
I did
this
post
down,
it,
right?
yep.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
What other weapon upgrades can I get from my items?
Well, if you're pooling all of your items, as long as the others are willing to share with you, there was the Durambro shell, which is... I have to search this giant PDF for it. It was Durambro's Carapace. It was, in a weapon, you deal 1 extra d4 when you critically hit with the weapon.
Oh, and if I get this, everyone has to kind of like chip in to pay?
It'll cost 100 gold, so you're gonna have to... If either you have it, or if everybody wants to pitch in.
I have, let's pay 100 gold.
Okay, so is that what you
I'll
want?
chip that too.
You want to use the Durambro's Carapace?
Yes, please.
As long as everybody is cool with giving that to Hibiki?
Yep.
Alright, let me drop that in the chat as well.
Hey, Broke City, let's go.
And there it is.
She broke gaming. It's alright, I have a tool to surpass the Metal Gear. It's alright.
And then don't forget that Thistle is taking 50% of all our hunts, so we
It's
have to
alright.
split the 50% through all of us. So
Money isn't a thing with this with this trick I've got.
We'll see. Okay.
Little starts going around scamming people, yo. I'm begging for 100%.
Oh my god.
Of all your earnings, let's flip on it.
So I do want to. I want to quickly hit Phyrexius. Is there anything you want to do?
I'm just gonna hold off for now.
Okay. And then Nonk eventually returns from the Sector X workshop. Come back down the stairs.
I come back running down for X's, and I'll like tap on his like, hey, and then
Hey, what's up?
and then I literally like stretch out my arm because you're like super tall and I'm super tiny. I present you with like these pairs of like so they're a pair of glass. They're sort of like pair of goggles that are sort of shaped to look a bit like the eyes and like snout of Owl, and these are goggles of night vision that you have now. And what these do is for people who can't see in the dark, you can see up to 60 feet while wearing these. They're non-attunement, so you don't have to attune to these. And yeah, you'll be able to see in the dark as if you had night vision up to 60 feet. So I was like, here.
Okay, so
Cool.
Nonk gives
Oh
you
my
some
gosh.
goggles of night vision.
Ganonk, did you just make that?
Yeah.
I just finished
make-
counting
don't
my
make things.
gold.
Don't make things.
Oh
Don't
my
make
gosh,
things.
you made something so incredible in the time it took me to count my gold.
You need
You
help.
guys are both wonderful.
I think I'm done.
You guys are both wonderfully talented.
Okay, and Nonk, was there any augments you want to do to any of your equipment?
Oh, yeah. I'll probably just take out my hammer and just be like, do you have anything to increase bonk damage, stun damage?
I thank Nonk and I pass him my my King's Frill, going like, oh, I heard this was pretty useful for you.
Thank you. And then I just like grab that with both hands and like show it to the smithy.
Okay, so what King's Frill does, it's kind of like Slugger in Monster Hunter. It's when a creature must succeed a saving throw or becomes stunned by the effects of a weapon attack, increase the save DC by 2.
Ooh,
Ooh.
okay.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna have a use that as well. So, hell yeah, let's go.
Let me refresh myself on the hammer rules real quick. If I can find it in my gigantic PDF full of stuff.
The tomes. the
Yeah, I
ancient
have too
runes.
much, honestly. There has to be a better way.
There has to be a better way. Just
I'm
make a whole
gonna-
website.
I'm gonna have to like cut it all out of the PDF and put it in Roll20. That'll probably be easier. But
Just create your own wiki.
Yeah,
Okay.
your own wiki.
Your own wiki.
yeah. So your
So
weapon,
you too.
your hammer is currently non-magical, meaning it doesn't even have the ability to stun yet. It must be uncommon before it gets that ability.
Oh, okay.
So
Fair
once it is uncommon rarity, you'll have the ability Mighty Weapon, which is when you hit a creature that is large or smaller with this weapon, it must succeed a strength saving throw against a DC of 8, plus your proficiency bonus, plus your strength modifier, or be stunned until the end of your next turn. So that DC would go up by 2 because of this King's Frill that you have in the weapon.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of crazy, but that's that requires upgrade
It is-
first.
It's 1 per short rest, so he can't do it every single turn or anything.
Oh, okay. That's still not. That's still kind of crazy.
That's still ridiculous.
Yeah. I just attack once and go to sleep on the spot for the next 1 hour.
Take a quick nap.
Yeah.
Short rest.
Yeah. Well, if I can't do it now, then
Hang on to it, maybe.
yeah, hang on.
Yeah,
to
maybe
it.
we come back after the quest.
I'll give that. I'll just. Yeah, I'll grab onto it, give it back to Phyrexis. We can use later. Thanks.
Oh, we won't have our weapons for the quest, right? It's gonna take a week, so.
The idea is you're not gonna leave
Oh, yeah,
the
I know.
quest until then.
Yeah. I see. Okay.
I see.
I see.
So if that's all that we're going to do, we're going to We're gonna move through the week a little quickly. What I want is if there's anything anybody wants to do, you have 1 week in town before your preparations for your quest are complete. Do you have anything in mind that you would like to do in town for 1 week?
Not that I can think of.
No.
I will
Buffalo's
actually
usually a good
probably,
thing.
when we get the time, I'll probably gather the group and tell them about sort of why I came, I guess, a little bit, because of, and the plans I have, because I actually, I've got plans for crafting sort of this magical contraption of a creature that I can't really explain in my small Gajalaka words, so I'll probably do my best at that moment and be like, hey. It's like, so Nonk actually has plans. Actually, he came to this place to build this, and he probably like takes out the plans. Like he takes out the plans that he has, and you sort of see what looks to be like a contraption of like a construct of a creature of some sort, like in blueprint form.
Oh my
It's like-
gosh!
but it's like very, very how do I put it? Not artistically clean, so to
Raw.
speak. Yeah, it's very raw. Yeah, it's very raw and draft, and you can tell that he's not the most he ain't the best drawer out there. He's just like, oh, I've just been working with sticks and stones for the most part, but it's the best I got. And he's like, Nong starts sort of retelling a bit of a story about like how he touched like some circular magical object and like visions, visions of like great monsters and great magical items appeared in my head, and he sort of like exaggerates with his body language, and like at one point you see him like just going doing the mind bomb kind of thing, and it like falls to the ground. You're like, yeah. And
Sounds fun.
Not good idea
my
idea
gosh.
for this, so hoping to build it.
Oh
So,
my
yeah,
gosh!
like-
That sounds incredible, Gnonk.
So Nonk, we'll say he told you all this like over dinner one night, that
Yeah.
he had this experience where he touched some artifact and it gave him visions of a time where machines and monsters kind of went to war, these man-made machines that like kind of took the shape of monsters, and from this vision he was able to create himself a blueprint to recreate one of these mechanized monsters, but it is currently outside of his ability to create himself.
So this campaign's gonna end in a kaiju mecha fight.
Yo.
Let's go.
Oh wow!
It's not very big. You can tell from the blueprint it's not very big. It's
Yeah.
a medium-sized
It's cat.
That's why we create
That's
multiple. 5 together.
We yeah,
And then-
form both.
and-
We
anyway.
are the Power Rangers.
Yes, sir.
Like, yeah.
So, elsewise, throughout the week, towards the end of the week, Luna actually comes to you and invites you all to have dinner at Tempest Hall before your quest.
Yes. Everyone, are we all here?
Hey,
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Hestel, would you? Hello, it's nice to see you again. How are you?
Well, actually, there are a few things we need to go over before I send you off on your quest, and I think we should have we should celebrate a little about your first adventure.
Oh yes, we're all very, very excited for it. Sounds like a good time.
I'll host dinner once the doors close in the hall for the night. Don't worry about paying or anything. It's all taken care of.
Oh, nice.
So
Um,
go ahead.
Hibiki looks to like Claw and is like, celebration before we even get to the fight? Seems kind of suspicious.
That's how they do stuff here, man. I don't know. They're weird.
Well, you know, it's
It's a bit
supposed to raise our spirits for the incoming battle. Especially since it's our first time together. I'm sure maybe some of you might be a little bit nervous about it. So, you know, it's a good time.
Monkey's
Ah,
hungry.
no.
Food is good.
A celebration
been
of
there.
our partnership.
Exactly.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Sounds good.
So it'll be we'll call it the night, the eve of you leaving for the hunt. The lot of you can gather at Tempest Hall, which after hours is closed to patrons. So it's empty save for the 5 of you. Luna is there, as is Shin, and Utsuru is there too. The 3 of them. There's already this kind of like buffet style dinner laid out, which was probably cooked before the hall closed. And the 3 of them are kind of seated at a table, and as the 5 of you walk in, Shin stands up and says, "Hey! Wow! You guys are moving up in the world, huh? Good to see you."
Oh, yes, Shin. Yes, we're all doing very well for ourselves, thankfully.
You're
Ah,
doing
yes,
it
the
again,
the
Shin.
hero of many tales.
Well, you know, I do. I work hard to make sure that the people can be entertained.
You bring friend with you, and I just look for the cage, the weapon with the little bug.
You know, this is the one time you're finding me weaponless, I'm afraid.
Oh, wow.
He just looks. Nong just looks dejected at this.
Who
point.
brings a hammer to a dinner party?
And Nong's just
make
like, looks as he says that.
To make it a
Like,
smashing
plants
success, of course.
He just literally just plants one down like on the side. That's all he would on.
Luna
It's
says
alright,
from
Knock. I would have done it too.
Luna says from the table with like a hand over her forehead, like, if anybody would, it would be Shin. Utsuru stands, still wearing his dark, stony mask, and he goes over to you, Fluffles, and offers you a hand to shake and says, "Good to see you again."
Hello, Master Utsuru. And then she'll shake his hand. And...
You don't have to call me master, but
Oh, well, it's for, you know, since you helped train some of the, temple knights, or not temple guild knights, it just feels appropriate, but of course I understand.
well,
Nice to meet you,
yes,
sir.
but I have good faith in your skills. I am not your master, just your teacher.
Thank you so much.
He walks over and seats himself. You can see that right now he is dressed in like plain clothes. He's not wearing like armor or anything. Still wearing his mask though. He's wearing this like this mask. It's black and it appears like it's kind of made of stone or some kind of like monster material that is like stone. And it has this pretty gruesome, like scary visage to it. And it covers his features entirely. And you can only see kind of like his pointed ears and dark hair that comes out from the backside of it. And he seats himself back down again, and then Shin turns around and kind of like very exaggeratedly like invites you all to seat yourselves at the table and says, "Well, come, you are the heroes of this feast."
Heroes, I'm gonna call us that.
Look
yeah,
over
please.
to Luna, and I'm like, "Hey, you got any milk for our captain here?"
Actually,
Yeah, she looks kind of flustered.
I
Looks like
did.
she could use some right
I
now.
did accommodate. There are like flagons of milk you can find, and there's a pretty there's a pretty comical big sort of plate that has like a pyramid of gargwa eggs on it, like probably like 10 of them, and it's stacked up like it's literally like 10 feet high.
Oh,
Captain,
oh my god.
eat up.
Oh, I don't. I think I'll just have some meat right now. But, oh my god.
And you can find it. The stuff here, not very silly. If you're looking for something that is actually appetizing to you, you can find it here. Nobody here is going to misinterpret your vague words and give you a tofu sandwich.
Oh my god.
You know, I go crazy. I go nuts.
I go nuts.
I also go ham. on the meat.
Fluffles starts calling down.
My first good meal.
Eating. My first good meal. You've only been having normal sandwiches. this
Plain
whole week.
sandwiches.
Normal sandwiches.
Shin also has himself a plate that's like comically stacked with food. Big appetite, Goku type beat. But
Let's go.
Utsuru is like very reservedly eating like sushi, and he's just taking small pieces of it and just inserting it like through the bottom of his mask, very very politely.
As I'm shoveling food, I'm just like tears, forming in my eyes. This is some good food, man. Hibiki, when we get this big and we can make a guild hall, we better have food like this. This is how it should be.
Hibiki then pats Claw's back, like, there, buddy. Just let it all out, buddy.
He's gone crazy.
Shin with his mouthful's like, "He gonna be okay."
Yeah, he'll be fine. He just had not the best food since we got here.
I did offer him an egg, but he did not take it. I had eggs for everyone. Now they went to waste. No one wanted.
Hearing that,
eggs.
like Nonk, like with his giant plate of meat, literally goes off and takes one of the eggs.
Well,
Like,
no, not
that's stacked high. He's like starts munching on that.
Oh wait, no, they have to. Oh, it's okay.
He's just like midway through. He's like, and then like, so he's like, oh okay. He's like goes back to eating, and you can. I swear, like because of the way, like he has his mask open, but sometimes you can probably see that the mask might close as if, and you don't know which mouth is being fed right now. The mask or the gajalaka.
Once Fluffles calms down a little bit after eating, she approaches Utsuru. It's like, excuse me, can I ask you a question, actually?
Of course.
I have been looking into the Nightshade recently for obvious reasons. So I thought that maybe since you keep watch often, you might have known or seen something about it.
Well, I keep watch on the walls, so I don't exactly follow what goes on inside the city too much. This is a topic that I don't know very much about. When it comes to the poaching problem, I haven't had any personal experience with it. However, some of us have, kind of. And his masked visage kind of like shifts over in Luna's direction, and she actually kind of like dodges the eye contact.
Oh, I see. Oh, thank you for answering the question.
Luna says...
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, Fluffles just doesn't notice.
So...
She doesn't think anything of it.
Luna says to all of you, so you wanted me to touch base with the Elder Dragon observation team to find out if they had anything for you in the locale you're headed to. And well,
yes.
as it happens, they did.
Oh!
A hunter that was there recently, within the last couple of weeks, reported that there's an excess of mist in the forest.
Oh,
There's a
mist.
marsh beyond the trees within the forest, and normally there is mist that rises out of that marsh. It's something we would expect to see. However, this hunter reported that he could hardly see at all. There was an excessive amount of mist, and generally when there's a strange weather condition or something like that that can't be explained, it's possible that we can attribute it to the presence of an elder dragon. So, the observation team is offering you 200 gold pieces to forecast this. This means what you're going to do is investigate it. They've given me some instructions on how you're going to do that. However, something that I need to stress to you. I really mean this. And she looks at you directly, Claw, and says, I don't know that there's an elder dragon there. It may well be that there is nothing there, and it's just adverse weather conditions. But if there is an elder dragon there, if you see any signs of the presence of an elder dragon, you need to run away. Do you understand?
I'm shoveling food. I'm like, mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and make this doubly clear. If you discover an elder dragon in the forest, and you engage it, and somehow you come out alive, it will be the end of our work together. That's how serious this is.
Oh.
You see me like swallow my food, and I give a serious nod.
Oh, I can't imagine any of us would really attempt to fight an elder dragon.
Yeah, who would do that?
You must understand how far out of your reach something like that is.
Of course, of course.
Someday, I will be proud and glad to send you all on a hunt to take down an elder dragon for the observation team or for any other reason to protect people, to do something heroic and brave. Right now, this is not the time for that.
Yes, of course.
If you see it, if you see that there is an elder dragon there, you're going to launch an SOS flare and leave the area. Do not get close to it.
Yes.
If it attacks you, you need to get to safety and wait for backup to arrive.
All right.
Now, what they want me to do, or what they want you to do, and she goes under her chair and pulls out this huge black box. It's quite large, and you can tell how heavy it is by when she places it down on the table. It kind of like it slams on the table and shakes the whole thing. It's almost like a briefcase, but it's actually like a cube. And she unfixes a couple of latches on it, opens it up, and you can see there's this pretty intricate looking machine inside that has like switches and buttons and levers on it and a couple of vents. And she says, Sector X made this. They're calling it a miniaturized dispersal rig. I was told that it was made using the plans and schematics of a much larger machine that does much the same thing for the mines here in Solgard. Vents exhaust within the mines. It's a loud machine, but if you bring it to where you find this mist and you turn it on, and I've received instructions on how to do that, and I know that Nonk, you're pretty good with machinery, so you can probably do it. It will hopefully disperse the mist in the marsh. At that point, if you see a dragon, run away. That's all we need to do. You're forecasting. We need to tell the Elder Dragon observation team if there is an Elder Dragon there. That's all.
Yes.
So, plant machine, disperse mist, sea dragon, and run. Okay.
We're going to hope that there isn't a dragon there, and you're going to be paid whether there is or is not a dragon there.
Okay. What happened if machine don't work?
Now here's the thing. They haven't made very many of these. They're still working hard on miniaturizing the tech, which means they want it back in one piece. If it doesn't work, well, that's not on you, but they do not want you to break it. So please don't break it.
Don't think that if it did not work, maybe bonk make it work, but okay.
Please don't bonk it. If you turn it on and for whatever reason it doesn't work, just call it a day, pack it up, and walk away. Don't do anything that's going to break it.
Okay.
I'll be on the lookout for Nonk if he tries that.
It's a valuable machine.
He just like looks left and right and just like goes back to eating.
Apart from that, you're taking 2 quests in the Forest and Hills, which means that you're going to be there for a bit of time. When you arrive there, the hope is that you'll be able to locate the first monster that you've gone there for. The other one may be in the region, but if you don't run into it right away, I would suggest heading back to camp and spending some time resting up and then traveling back out to track it instead. I would not recommend you engage both monsters at once or attempt to do both in a row without resting first, because they are, they may be dangerous and things come up, things happen. Environments are unpredictable. You may run into things that you're not expecting while you're there. Don't forget to use your SOS flare if you're in trouble.
Okay.
As far as travel goes, I've arranged a caravan for you. The Trade Commission is providing the caravan and the Aptonoth to pull it. It's
Understood.
some hunters. We, the Tempests, we have our own Aptonoth. Actually, they're kind of pets that pull our caravan when we need to use it. So it will take you a couple of days to get there, but with better trained animals, it's possible to shorten that time substantially. And ours are actually pretty well trained to warn us of danger or anything that we might meet on the road. Possible investment if you're interested in something like that, but for now, the Trade Commission will provide.
Sounds
Understood.
great. Thank you so much. Wow, so generous. We're so lucky as a team, aren't we? The Hexs are really getting off to a strong start.
And,
I like how we're all, no one's gonna change his name anytime soon.
No, it's
That's perfect.
I do want to also mention that the money that the Elder Dragon Observation Team is offering you is it's all yours to take. I'm not taking a commission out of it.
Oh, wow. Mr. Histo so generous as always. Wow.
Well, it's a potentially rather dangerous job, so I think you ought to be fairly compensated if you do it the way that we have discussed. You must do it. Please
Yes.
do not get yourselves killed. Please.
I'll make sure to protect everyone.
Just eating.
Just
Hunters
eat.
Hunters who are a bit too big for their britches, who run across elder dragons, do not make it back alive.
And we have no real business slaying an elder dragon anywho. It's not like they have bothered anyone so far. This particular one, if it is there. So
Well, if it is where they think it may be, then it's kind of out of place. And if it's
yes.
if it's invading a hunting locale in this way, it may need to be dealt with. It's likely
Yes.
that if we do find one, who's got the popos coming?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
outside. That's outside my window.
Oh, is this coming?
Elder, it's just city noises.
If it
City
is
noises.
discovered to be there, the Elder Dragon Observation Team will very likely put out a quest to handle it right away.
I see. Makes sense.
It may just need to be repelled out of the locale, but if it really wants to stay, then it may need to be slain.
Yes, of course.
But that's not what you're doing. We're just trying to answer the question: is there an Elder Dragon there?
Very important question. Very important.
If that's all.
Alright.
If you have any questions or anything, I'd be glad to answer them. Otherwise, you're set to leave in the morning.
Well, with this feast, I wonder if we'll even be able to wake up in the morning. Spoiler alert: you will be able to wake up because of Fluffle. So.
Don't worry, Nunk's still carrying the early worm.
Oh, damn.
I'm itching to fight some monsters.
All right. Well, I suppose I'll see you all when you make your triumphant return. Some information about this potential threat that's going on there, and a couple of monsters under your belt.
Mr. Histola, if I could talk to you for a moment after everyone heads out to the guild hall.
Yeah, of course.
All right, everyone. So I have some things to discuss with Mr. Histel. But I will see you all at the guild hall soon. You should all head to bed. We have a very long day tomorrow. Very exciting! Very exciting day.
Yeah, I'm very
Looking forward to the
excited.
Okay. So after the night's
Yes.
gone on quite a bit, it's rather late, and a lot of you are starting to feel rather tired, and you know you have an early morning tomorrow. So everyone begins to file out of the guild hall. Shin and Utsuru both bid you all farewell and good luck. Shin gives Claw like a nice like a slap on the shoulder. Very strong. He's an extremely strong person. He like kind of makes you stumble a little bit and says, "Do your best, little guy."
I will. I'm coming for your spot.
Are you?
Of course.
Well,
Some friendly rivalries never hurt anyone.
I'm gonna have to eat 10 raw eggs tomorrow to make sure that I can keep myself in fighting shape.
Is that the strategy?
If if it gets you to do it.
This is true.
That's why I tell you all to eat your eggs.
I just look at it when I hear
Interesting,
that.
interesting. I haven't heard about this one. Okay.
I guess maybe I'll see you in the arena someday.
Of course, of course. Can't wait.
Nice. Alright, so the 4 of you leave. Fluffles, you stay behind with Luna, Shin, and Utsuru.
So, Miss, Thistle, I'm sorry to, it's a little bit awkward asking this. I notified you before how the guild knights are investigating the poaching situation, and how I will be also utilizing tomorrow's quest hunts to expand on the investigation. However, I did. They also notified me of something else. So I wanted to discuss it with you directly. I want to make it clear this is
Hey, why don't you just speak freely, Fluffles? We're friends.
Yes, of course. So the captain of the guild knights says that he has a reason to suspect something happening within the Tempest. It seems that the Tempest hunts have been varied and far and few in between within the past 5 years. Therefore, he is wondering about that. Of course, since you are the Tempest handler, I just wanted to ask directly. Of course, it's not really my business what the Tempest do. But as a guild knight, I'm also quite worried about keeping the balance between the guild and guild knights and Tempest.
I understand. I had thought that now that there was a new captain in the roost, that perhaps this could come up.
I see.
Well, she actually seats herself at a bar stool in front of the bar, and then Shin walks around behind it and kind of leans over it, and he says, "The reason that they're not finding records is because we haven't hunted in 5 years."
Oh, 5 years!
It's been that long, I guess. Kind of doesn't really feel like it, but last time
Oh my
all
god!
7 of us went out. He actually takes a long pause and thinks for a second. I guess it was 5 years ago.
Wow! 5 years! Oh! Is there... Is there... Is there... This is just gonna keep going.
Shin looks a little conflicted for a minute, and then Utsuru walks around beside you and says, "She is a friend. We can tell her." And Luna looks to him and then down to you and says, "The Tempest disbanded 5 years ago."
Disbanded 5 years ago?!
We did. That's why we have day jobs. That's why I'm handling for a low-ranked team.
Oh my gosh! That's... Oh my gosh! Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. That must have been really difficult. I'm sorry for forcing you to talk about it. That must be really painful. Sorry, you don't have to discuss anymore.
It's alright. We don't tell anyone because, Solgard needs its heroes.
Well, of course. Yes, of course. Wow, Isaac and Alma, or who did they join then?
Well, when I say disbanded, I mean we are still the Tempests. Actually, the active hunting Tempests make up Heiki, Isaac and Alma.
Oh. Oh.
Heike
Ah.
invited them to the Tempests when he met them a year ago, while he
Oh.
was out on his own.
Oh.
Kind of without consulting the rest of us.
Oh.
We don't mind too terribly, though. They're good people.
Oh. Wow. Oh, so, Oh, did the previous guild knight captain know of this? Or...
Well, Admiral Arkham knows.
Oh.
Not...
Oh.
Well... There is a lot to know. It's a complicated situation. Complicated
Yes, of
reasons. And
Yes, of course.
that's why I run the hall. Shin runs the arena. Utsuru's a guild knight. Tori's kind of... Well, she dove into her work at Sector X, and Heike just hunts on his own.
Oh.
With Isaac and Alma, sometimes.
Oh, that sounds kind of sad, but,
It's complicated.
yeah, I imagine so. Well, of course, if you do, would it be okay to tell the guild knight captain that you all disbanded? I don't have to delve into any of the details, of course. Just don't want him to judge the Tempest harshly or anything. With all the things going on.
Has he told you why he's looking into this?
I think he simply mentioned that he was worried since, of course, we have poachers in the black market, and we need to keep a balance with the guild, and he didn't want the Tempest to be acting, I guess, rogue.
Utsuru says he does not think that we are involved in that, does he?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he is simply weighing all options. You know, it's a actually, I suppose it's only fair since you divulge so much personal information, and of course, Mr. Histel should know this as our handler, since I'm looking into it. It seems that General Arkham is moving on his own. The guild knights are, the captain is looking into it. I really don't know much information, but it seems like the guild knights have some issues of their own at the moment. So
Shin leans over the counter. He looks at Luna like you could see there's like a cheeky look in his eyes, like he knows that he's about to say something that's gonna bother her. And then he looks at you and says, "You said the Admiral's moving on his own, huh?"
Yeah, well, I'm not too familiar with the details. Of course, I'm only a trainee, but from the information I was given, it sounds like it at least.
So what you're saying is, no one's ever seen the Admiral and the Nightshade in the same place. And Luna like immediately looks to him, and then to you, and then back to him, and then her head just falls into her hands.
Oh, well, I suppose that is the case, but who's seen the Nightshade with anyone, really?
I'm just saying, there's a guy with a whole bunch of authority who's disappearing, and then there's a guy exercising a whole bunch of authority who's appearing.
Oh, well, I'll let the captain know of that. Oh, so General Arkham and the Nightshade
Luna
never-
picks her head up and says, "Please do not tell that. Do not tell that to the captain.
Oh,
Please do not.
Okay, I won't then.
Please don't listen to Shin."
Okay, well, I see. Okay, interesting. Well, yeah, it seems like the captain has many reasons to be a little bit wary of all parties in Solgar right now, since there are a lot of things in the air. But I don't think he thinks ill of the Tempest. I just don't want any this is a very, as you said, complicated situation. It sounds a little bit too sad. So I'd be a little bit sad if the Tempest were had any suspicion on them.
Well, eventually people were going to catch on, but it's kind of been a case of the stories about us. Well, they speak for themselves, and the more that people think about the stories, the less they ask questions about the day-to-day operations.
Yes, of course, true.
It does help that Heike does do quite a bit on his own, and that
Hmm.
still keeps the idea alive that the Tempests are out there hunting.
I see. Wow. A lot to process. Well, I'm very happy that Mr. Hissel, you are getting back into handling. I'm sure I hope we can live up to your expectations.
Well,
Thank you for telling me.
I certainly do miss the work. I'm glad to do it again.
Oh, that's great to hear. Well, that's all I had to ask. I was just a bit worried. And I wanted to let you all know.
Well,
I will-
I think
yes.
you can have confidence that everyone who's in this room right now only wants the best for everyone here in the city and elsewhere in the world. And
Yes, of course.
when it comes to this poaching issue, we don't want it to happen either. None of us do.
Yes, of course. Never doubted that for a second.
We're all on the same side.
Yes, exactly. Well, thank you so much for talking to me. Very much looking forward to tomorrow's hunt, and thank you so much for the wonderful feast that you organized for everyone.
Of course. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
I'll see
And
you
I
soon.
hope you. Yes. Good night. Good night, everyone. And Fluffles will make her way out.
Okay.
Back to the guild hall.
And on the eve of your first hunt as a full group, is there anything anybody wants to do once you've retired to your rooms back at the guild hall?
I think we're good.
No, I think we're good.
Yeah,
right?
I just go
I
straight to
pass
bed.
out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we'll take our break now, and then when we get back, it's time to hunt some monsters, baby.
Let's
Yo.
go.
Let's go.
All right. So everybody, we'll take a 5-10 minute break, and then we'll be back, and
Gotcha.
we'll hop into it.
I'll stay
Easy.
here if you wanted to chat. So
I'm gonna run AFK for
Okay.
just a minute.
yeah.
So I'll throw up BRB, but I'll be back very shortly. I'll jump right back in once I am.
Okay. Sounds
I'll be right back.
good.
Right, I am back. Oh, me unmute board. Hello, I am back.
Hello.
How are you?
We're doing good.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. There was like one scene. No, when we entered the Tempest Hall, and Fluffles was nervous, and then I saw Genma's Gangnam Style Neko arc in the chat, and I was doing my best not to forget. I was like, that's Fluffle's brain right now. I'm excited. I'm worried. I'm like, oh my god, are a bunch of monsters gonna come at us?
Yes, they
Oh,
are.
frick.
I'm so something I had a lot of fun with prepping this hunt was, as someone who's a big fan of Monster Hunter, I have to set out the whole map, right? And I have maps that actually very, very closely mimic the actual maps from Monster Hunter. So something that was kind of fun was placing monsters where you would actually find them in the video game. That's pretty fun. I had a good time recreating, like, using my knowledge of Monster Hunter to properly place everything on the map. Pretty fun. Usually map making in D&D is the hardest and most it's the most tasking thing for me, because I'm like not very artistically creative, so doing it in kind of like a conducive sort of way and in a way that I think will be fun and engaging is actually kind of hard for me. I definitely much prefer like writing character interactions and story beats to making maps and combat encounters. But I had fun because I'm using my Monster Hunter knowledge, flexing my Monster Hunter brain.
Yeah, it sounds like the map making would be difficult. So
Some people are really good at it. My buddy Neek, who DMs for my home game every week, he's really, really good at map making and creating pretty fun encounters. I think that's his one of his greatest strengths as a DM. So I run a lot of my ideas by him and stuff. I did show him like everything I made for this monster hunt, and we talked about it a little bit.
I see. Yeah, like at the very least, now that you mention it, I'm like, yeah, the maps in Monster Hunter are like perfect because they're like, especially in the newer ones where you can like go anywhere on it, basically. Yeah. Cool. I'm very excited. Worried about a bunch of monsters. It's okay. We got the power of God and death on our side.
Don't worry. Now that the whole group is together and your full range of skills are on access, I ain't holding back on you anymore, baby.
Oh no! I was already worried during our training run. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die in training mode.
Before I had to be like, okay, let's be conservative about how many monsters are in the encounter and how strong they are because we have, we have a smaller group. Now, you got 5 fully kitted people.
We'll see.
What's up, Jack?
Fully kitted is an overstatement, but sure.
Okay, fully kitted, you have a full range of abilities. When I gave the other group Innis, he was just like a guy with a sword. And you think I had a full stat block for Shin written up for you guys? No. I just knew that he was a paladin, and that's it. And he did like 2 things. Yeah, how are you, Jack? Good to see you. Good to see you. Have an idea for a character if I ever come on as a guest? You're on the short list, buddy. You're someone that I'd like to bring on as a guest. You've been around for a long time, and I know you're interested in D&D and stuff. So you are someone that I'm definitely. I don't want to say giving consideration to. I've given consideration to it. It's done. You've already been considered.
Considered. Nice. Check mark. Check mark.
And I want to say thank you to Ace Strike 55 for the follow. Welcome to the Starscape. Appreciate you.
Welcome to the Starscape.
We do be here within the ever-shifting cosmic plane known as the Starscape.
Yeah, nascent eyes on the horizon.
That's my I've said this before, right? If Stargazer was a fighting game, that's my Arc System Works round intro.
That's cute. Oh my gosh. I'm excited and also just as nervous as Fluffles, so.
You better be nervous. Listen, you guys asked to investigate Elder Dragon stuff, and you were very adamant. You were adamant about it last time, so I was like, they want it, they're getting it.
and then we have 2 quests, and then if poachers show up, and I just can't.
You didn't solve the riddle. I don't know about that one. You didn't. Hit
oh yeah, we didn't. We did not solve the riddle.
I don't know. The poachers thing might be on hold at the moment because you didn't.
Yeah.
There's a. So the answer.
There's still the riddle.
The answer to the riddle is there's a quest you could have taken.
Oh,
that follows the pattern that I gave you, and that's the problem. Might be the one where you might run into some poaching problems.
Oh, okay, I see.
Oh, so there's a shop on the campsite, right?
A shop? No.
Oh, okay.
But you haven't left yet. If you want to do some shopping before you leave, it's fine.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe shop for some like healing items and stuff.
Yeah, you can do that.
That'd be a pretty good idea.
Is everybody back? Sounds like a no to me.
I hear.
Oh, Daiji's here.
Daiji.
On Inferno and.
Yeah, Inferno.
All right, no problem.
All right, I'm here.
Okay, welcome back.
Could you put the shop items that in the journal? Like the prices and everything?
So I have it. I kept it in my own journal. Let me take a peek at it real quick and make sure I didn't do that for a good reason. If I did, then we might just have to talk it out rather than me giving it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I did do it for a reason because this.
Okay.
So it's a list of like every possible thing you could buy, and the shops aren't gonna sell you like the top end stuff right now. So.
That's fair.
We'll go over it quickly. We won't like role play the shopping just to save some time.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So if everyone is back, we'll hop back in. with the morning coming and the lot of you gathering up, you can find the caravan that's prepared for you at the exit to the city. However, Phyrexius wants to do a little bit of shopping first to do some final preparations. So what kinds of things were you looking for, Phyrexius?
Consumables mainly. Maybe, I don't know, I guess maybe I can stock up on a couple more arrows, if anything, also.
Okay, arrows are super cheap. You can get it's like 20 for 1 gold, so that's
Yeah.
As far as consumables go, potions of healing are 50 gold. There are like higher tier potions of healing. There's like potion of greater healing, but the price goes up pretty substantially. It's 250 gold for a potion of greater healing. The shop sells things like fishing lures. You can buy like pickaxes, bug nets. You could buy like flash bombs. Those are 100 gold apiece. Smoke bombs, 50 gold. Sonic bombs are 100 gold. Now these things, if you know Monster Hunter well, there are monsters that have particular vulnerabilities to these things. It's a good idea. This is your first hunt as a group, so haven't quite done it so much yet, but in the future, when you're going to tackle a monster, it might be a good idea to try and do some research on that monster before you go in to learn what you might want to bring and in preparation to fight it. Very Monster Hunter-esque. You want to go in prepared. So you can buy things like traps. Like a pitfall trap is 700 gold and a shock trap is 1,000 gold. Definitely better to craft those than buy them. They are craftable items. You can buy a trap tool for 500 gold, and then, for example, I know Nonk has Thunderbugs. A trap tool and a Thunderbug is a shock trap. So for 500 gold, you could make a shock trap right now by buying a trap tool.
500 gold.
Now you said the god bug that I have can craft for healing items.
Yeah, so I know the crafting list is in your journal. If I look real quick for God Bug,
Oh, yes, okay.
you can make life crystals with God Bug and Bird Wyvern Fang, which I think you have both of actually on hand. Life crystals are used for Let me double check this. Life crystals are used to make life powder. It's another crafting material. Checking real quick if I can find it on this list to see if it has any use on its own. On its own, I'll check the PDF because you can craft it right now. So let's make sure. Let's find out if it's a good idea for you to. PDF, please.
And the PDF doesn't want to work with you.
Well, very annoyingly, the PDF is showing me everything that contains the words life and crystals.
Ooh.
Oh.
Can you not use like quotations?
Okay, I searched for exact matches. Okay. Right, so if you combine life crystals with another bird wyvern fang, you'll get life powder. So you do need 2 of those.
Alright.
And I know what life powder does in Monster Hunter, but let's find out exactly what it does in this. So life powder is when used, you and the 7 closest creatures within 10 feet of you, this would be friendly creatures to you, heal for 1d4 plus 2. So it's an AoE heal.
Oh, okay.
So that would be your God Bug and 2 bird wyvern fangs would make
2
that.
bird wyvern fangs. Okay.
Crafting, baby. And I'll say you could purchase a bird wyvern fang. They're fairly cheap. You could probably purchase one for, I'd say, about 30 gold.
Okay.
Not very rare. You do have 1, so this would make 2. It's also possible you could find one in the field. I would say you do know that Velocidrome that you're hunting is a bird wyvern.
It is a bird wyvern. Okay.
Yes.
And can I buy like a lesser potion of healing, or is it just a normal potion of healing?
Just normal potion of healing is the lowest that they have, and it is 50 gold.
Okay.
You could buy an herb for 10 gold, and that would heal you for 2 hit points.
Just 2.
Yeah.
A
just-
flat 2.
Yep.
Okay.
And we
I
also-
guess
we get
just
pity-
for.
Do we get pity potions at the beginning of the hunt? Like
you do
the
know,
tree?
yes. Luna is responsible for providing you with provisions, which you'll find at the camp when you get there.
Okay.
Oh, so we are provided like potions of healing to begin
Well,
with.
you're
Okay.
not sure what it is, but there will be a supply box. with that stuff.
Presumably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Presumably potion of healing.
Last time you hunted, yes, there were some potions of healing in that box.
Mhm. I'll just buy 1 potion of healing just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
So you said that's 50, right?
Yep.
Okay. That is a third of my gold for 1 potion of healing.
Don't worry, don't worry. Eventually, every D&D group ends up with too much gold that they don't know what to do with.
I am fully aware.
My home group last week, our entire session was negotiating, commissioning, having an airship built for us because we had not a small fortune. We had like 50,000 gold in our pockets that was just burning a
my
hole. We were like, what do we do with this?
Dude, my last like
Go to fort.
D&D campaign, my friends, they literally just went into the real estate business, just buying properties.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Well, Claw has some big ideals that might take some gold to make, so we'll see.
So does
Yeah.
Monk.
Nunk does too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with your shopping done, a lot of you can load up on this caravan that's pulled by these 2 Aptonoth, which are the big herbivorous dinosaurs that you saw out in the out on each of your hunts, and proceed out into the wilderness. It's a 2-day trip. You're headed northward. And the instructions you were given is that you're headed to this kind of inland sea that you have to cross by boat. There will be boats there provided that will bring you to the base camp for this hunt. So, over the course of 1 full day, I'm going to have whoever wants to be kind of the navigator to make a survival check for me.
Anyone especially good at that?
Anyone
I
want to take the lead on it?
have 2 for survival.
Let me check real quick.
Well, that's better than me. I have 1.
Yeah, I'm chilling with 1.
What is my?
I have
survival?
3.
Oh.
Ooh. Survival. Where is my survival? Oh, I have.
Oh, it's at the very
4.
bottom. Oh, there you go.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Yes. Okay.
Bless you.
So Fluffles, thank you. Fluffles will
So
take
Captain?
the lead. Yes.
Captain
Fluffles
takes the
will
lead.
lead us. As per usual, we're
Okay.
gonna. Fluffles is gonna be like, okay, everyone. And then what do? I just roll.
Yeah, I'll have you make a survival check for me. 11. Okay, so you follow the roads for about a full day, morning to evening, riding on the caravan or walking beside anything you'd like to do. It doesn't move especially fast. It's pulled by these 2 kind of. That's right. It is with advantage because of
Oh,
chat.
yes,
I
with
do see that. I
advantage.
peeked at that real quick. So it's a 17 actually.
Oh,
Um,
pop.
Let's go.
Let's
So
go.
these animals are not particularly fast moving, but they do have quite a bit of stamina, and the 2 of them together are able to pull this caravan for the entire day. And they do stay well on course in the direction that you know that you must go until the evening kind of sets in, and they on their own signal to you that they no longer wish to walk by kind of stopping and grazing. So at that point, you can kind of get the sense from these animals, especially Phyrexius, who's pretty well in tune with nature, that they want to rest.
Oh.
So the first night, you stop and make camp. If there's anything you'd like to do at this camp you make, you are free to. Elsewise,
Are we in any? I don't want to say danger, but any like area that can potentially get into combat?
it's so you are kind of out on the roads out there, so you know that it's possible you could stumble into something a little dangerous. So if you want to keep a close eye out for danger, I will have you make a perception check for me.
Okay. Perception.
8. So you're a bit wary, knowing that it's possible that something could kind of attack you out here on the road somewhere. But because you are not currently within what the guild would consider a hunting locale. These are roads that are rather well protected by the settlements that exist between them. So while monsters don't really follow the rules very much, and many of them can fly, it's possible you could encounter something. However, it does not seem that where you are right now is an especially dangerous place, and nothing seems to bother you.
Okay.
Just a reminder, Star. I do have the bundle of fur.
Yep, I know.
Yeah. So, yeah. Is there any mist in the area? Is it misty?
Where you are now, it's so you travel through kind of the steppe area, the place that you hunted before, and out onto the roads away from there. It's not a very moisture-rich locale. It's pretty it's very savanna-like, so there isn't any mist in the air to speak of, really. The sky is clear. You can see the stars as the evening sets in. And you can camp for the night, and when morning comes, the Aptonoth that are provisioned to you to pull the caravan rise and appear to be refreshed and ready to go for another day.
Nice.
I get back on.
Yeah, we get back on
Let's
to it.
go.
Okay, I will have the captain do another survival check for the guidance for the day. 17 again.
Ooh.
So as
Let's
you're moving on the road, a little past noon, you encounter 3 more travelers on the road with a caravan of their own. Rather than being pulled by Aptonoth, it's pulled by one Apsaros, which is a it's another herbivorous dinosaur creature, but it has this huge kind of turtle shell on its back, and this like spiked club for a tail and like a beaked face. And it looks like it's probably slower than these two animals, but definitely hardier. And there's this hunter with them that has it's wearing this kind of like pink shelled armor. She's got a great sword on her back, and with her there is a halfling that is kind of dressed in like finer clothing, doesn't look like a hunter. And then the third person looks to be rather scholarly, dressed in kind of like a neat tunic and like wearing spectacles, kind of reading a book as she rides the caravan. And they pass you on the road, the 3 of them kind of like hailing you and saying hello to you.
Hello! Wave.
They wave back to you, looks to you like perhaps a hunter just escorting a couple of travelers, more civilian-like travelers. You pass by a lot of them uneventfully, and evening sets in once more after another whole day of travel, and now you are rather far from Solgard. You're approaching the hunting locale. You know that just a few more hours of travel will get you there, but your beasts of burden appear once more to wish to stop and rest for the evening.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
Good.
just set up the camp.
I guess we set up camp.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Do the same as before.
Yeah, Phyrexius wants to make a perception check to watch for
Yep,
danger.
I'll take a look. Oh my god.
Natural one.
Oh no!
Double natural ones. So
Oh.
as you're like awake, watching out for danger, you don't see anything in particular special. However, in the middle of the night, Phyrexius, you're woken by the sound of a distant roar. This deep, kind of very, very frightening, like rumbling roar. But it's rather far off. It's actually quite far off, but it carries to you on the wind. It rouses you, and you kind of get up and look around, and you even like looking across the sky, you don't see anything like flying or anything. But it's a roar you've not heard before, and it frightens you. However, as you kind of look around and see that like the others are sleeping, there doesn't appear to be any immediate danger, and the 2 herbivorous monsters that are pulling your caravan, being that they are like herbivorous and relatively defenseless creatures, if they thought that there was immediate danger, they would probably be letting you know right now, in some way, shape, or form. So, and they appear to be pretty docile still. And with that, you can head back to sleep, and the morning comes. Nobody has been mauled by a rogue wyvern.
Fair.
Yo.
Win. I call that a
Live another
dub.
day.
and as you mount back up, it's just a couple of more hours before the trees kind of break, and you're outside of Savannah now. You're in a more forested area, and there's this inland sea that you can see with these boats at like a dock that's set up that you can take out to. It's not very far. You can see the land mass. Not too distant. It might be like 30 minutes or an hour or so by boat to reach the opposite shore where base camp is.
Okay, so I have to. Do I do another survival check or no?
Your traveling is essentially finished now, so
Oh, okay.
you can do any final preparations you wish to do before you would like to embark on these little boats to head over to the locale.
Wait. So are we gonna start hunting? Do we know if we're gonna start hunting right there? Isn't this is our camp?
You
We gotta
so
take the boat first.
Yeah, the base camp is at the other end of the inland sea.
Okay. Yes. Then everything.
Is there any potential danger at sea?
Yes, there is actually. So yeah, you could be a little wary of what you might find in the water here. It might be a little reassuring to you that the guild trusts hunters to cross this little bit of water in like little tiny boats. Probably this is also a protected area because it's not within a hunting locale until you're kind of on the latter half of it, and at that point you're kind of inside a hunting locale, so it's possible you could run into something out there. So it might make sense to keep an eye out as you're crossing the water.
Okay. And so something like to tie up our little friends so they don't run away.
So there's a little hut with the dock that's here, and there's actually like a neat little hitching post there that you can actually like unfasten these the Eptonoth from the caravan that they're on, and then you can hitch them to this hitching post, which has like a long enough like leash to it that they can kind of move around this little clearing by the shack and graze and sleep and rest and stuff.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah.
Who's carrying the electronic device?
That's right. So who is currently in possession of the dispersal rig?
I feel like it would
I
be
am.
Nonk.
Think
Yeah.
Okay, it's pretty heavy. I would say just bear in mind that you're not quite overburdened, but to carry like more heavy things would start to weigh on you a little bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Yeah. So I move the Aptonauts over to the hut and start doing the thing.
Wait, so the device is a heavy object, or?
It's
Yeah.
pretty heavy. Yeah, it's like a cube shaped almost briefcase that is it probably weighs something like 10 to 15 pounds. So
Okay.
it's not extremely burdening, but to carry it out in the field like this would not be wise to continue to burden yourself with more heavy things.
Okay. Oh, I may be small, but do pack a
Tiny
punch.
but mighty.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Claw tends to hitching the Aptonoth up so that they're probably pretty safe here. This is another guild protected zone.
Can Fluffles check if the water is looking calm or if
Okay.
there's any bad weather?
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check to look out over the water and see if you can see anything that stands out to you.
Okay, perception. There we go. Oh my god.
Fine. So the water is quite dark. It's how you say quite placid. But the water itself is pretty calm. It's flowing in from the ocean, which is to the east of here. So if you were to kind of like look out in the eastward direction, there is no landmass that you can see. It's kind of like these. It's almost like a river or like a loch, you might say, that flows in from the ocean. So it's it's kind of the Red Sea sort of. There isn't really like a cloud in the sky. It looks pretty good, but as you look out across the water, you can see there's this like hilly region out there that you're headed to. You can vaguely make out the shape of base camp, and then beyond these hills, there's a forest. Not a jungle, but a forest, and you think maybe vaguely you can see a little bit of mist rising over the top of the trees.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Well, I hope our water trip is good. I'm not the best swimmer, so
Yeah, me neither. I'm not a big fan of water, but
Yeah. Hopefully it goes okay though. Nothing to worry about.
these are small boats, right?
Pretty small. They fit probably maximum of 3 people.
Oh, so we're going on a couple of boats.
Yeah, I just sit down on one of the boats.
Given that 3 of you are small people, I would say you could all squeeze into one boat. It would be only a little tight.
I think we should take 2 boats. The more the merrier. We might wouldn't want anything to happen to one boat. You know how it goes.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm with the captain.
Yeah.
I feel like my size might be a factor to the imbalance of the boat as well. So I think
Okay. So
I
the lot
think
of
2
you
boats good.
split up into 2 separate boats, and as you're going, if anybody wants to make a survival check to look out for danger or anything in the water.
Okay.
I'm paranoid.
I guess we'll put the 3 small ones in one boat, and then the 2 normal/bigger people in the other one.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Normal. Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Oh wait, so all the cats are together.
The 2 cats
Yeah.
and no. Yep.
I think we should split off evenly. Who here knows how to swim? Or
What?
swim well?
Hibiki raises his hand. Yep, I can swim.
Okay. Anyone else?
Oh, are we expecting to be doing swimming?
No. It's just simply for safety measures. I believe I can swim okay, but I'm a little bit nervous about it. So I just want to know if 2 people know how to swim well, then we can put one of each on each boat as like a lifeguard, or backup.
I definitely can't swim.
Can you swim, Phyrexis?
I can fly.
Oh,
That's good enough.
yeah. You can
Works for
fly in
me.
the air.
Okay, so the 2 big people are split up across the 2 boats.
Yeah.
I guess Claw and Fluffles will be with Hibiki.
Okay. Knox goes with Phyrexis.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
But
So does anybody want to keep a watch out for danger as you cross this water?
I'll do so.
Okay, I'll have you make a survival
Okay.
check.
Easy. I say easy. I don't know. Screw it.
12.
With a 12,
Not the worst.
once you get about halfway across the water, you can see that beneath the surface there are these creatures that are swimming in the water that are quite large, kind of crocodilian in shape. They have this pebbly yellow hide as they swim just underneath the surface, but they're pretty far out and they don't appear to be too disturbed by your boat passing, I'll say about like 50-60 feet from them. There's at least 3 of them that you see, kind of like hanging around in the same area. They're
Okay.
likely fish-eating creatures, but they do not seem too perturbed by your presence, and they don't come toward you or anything as you cross this little inland sea and make it to base camp.
Oh, sweet.
Land!
That's
Okay,
finally.
let's switch overlays for the first time and see if it scuffs. Let's
go.
Hey, not bad, not bad.
Hey.
Let's go.
Let me
Let's fucking
jump over to
go.
this, and it's gonna probably scuff a little bit. It did. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix it.
We're working on it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I just have
It is
to
what it is. We'll get there.
bring us
It'll take
here.
a second to load up, I'm guessing.
It was Fog of War.
Oh,
Here we are.
there it is. It's a big map.
It
Whoa.
is a big boy map.
Oh, I
Good
see.
lord.
I just saw a lot of black on the screen.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, where's the map?
Okay, we made
Okay,
it.
so each square is 5 feet here?
Let's so we'll go with that. It's because the map comes gridded, it's like so it interacts weirdly with Roll20, so we just kind of use our imaginations and say yes, it's 5.
Okay.
So as we arrive at base camp, there are some tents set out to live in. There's a campfire.
Oh, Hibiki might want to, cap out his health.
Oh yeah, Hibiki, you're damaged a little bit there.
It was from the boating trip, okay?
Yeah.
Well, it just kind of like jumped on me and hurt me a bit.
So
All right.
it's pretty calm where you're at now. There's a few tents laid out, a cooking fire, and there is a supply box there. It's this nice blue color that we all know and love. Supplies provisioned by the guild and by your handler. So in this case, Luna.
Hey, I'm over there.
Things.
Yeah.
Okay, inside the
Let's
box,
go.
you find 3 potions of healing. There is there's a foldable barbecue spit,
Barbecue.
Hey. Let's go.
Yay.
2 flash bombs, and 3 paintballs. And,
Paintball.
Yep, and what a paintball is it is what it sounds like. It's a paintball. It bursts and marks a monster, and after you've done that for a period of time, you will have advantage on survival checks to track that monster.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because you splatter with paint and footsteps you can see.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually
okay.
the Monster Hunter lore is that it actually gives off a strong smell that's easy to find.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Yeah, so
I'll grab 1 paintball.
I take a potion and a flash bomb.
You should all take the potion. I can heal people pretty well, so
Oh,
Okay.
I bought a potion back at in
Oh.
town, so
Oh,
the rest
smart.
the rest of them can take one each.
So
Oh yes, of course.
so Nakibiki
take
and
the
I will
potion
have
of
it.
healing. Easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird question.
going
Is
to-
it's supposed to be completely black? It's completely black on my
Oh,
screen.
you have to.
You gotta
Scroll
move
all the
over
way
to
to the
the
bottom.
spot.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
move the map all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, it's bottom right that we're at right now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a big,
Oh,
big
right,
map.
right.
It's
big
big.
map.
Because I was like, I think something's happened.
It is big.
Yeah, you if you can't find it, just scroll out. You'll see.
Yeah, basically that's what I
All
did.
right.
Yeah, I think, man, I'm stoked to be fighting some monsters. It's been a week, 2 weeks, man.
A week and a couple of days.
All right, so how many what was it? Who took what item again?
I
took
took
a
1 paintball.
potion. I took a potion and a flash bomb.
Okay, so there's 2 flashbangs and 1 paintball left, right?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Okay.
Yeah.
If I can bump up the Roll20 chat a little bit.
So I guess I'll take a flash bomb.
Let me write this all down real quick.
So there's 1 flash bomb and 1 paintball left for Hibiki and Nunk, or right?
There's 2
Yeah.
flash bombs, 3 paintballs, 3 potions, and the barbecue spit.
Oh, 3 paintballs.
Yeah, so two,
Yes.
two. Oh, and the barbecue.
So I take a what's it called, a paintball tail.
Okay.
And I guess since I have all the ingredients in my pouch and I'm in charge of cooking, I'll take the barbecue spit.
All right,
I'll take the spare paintball as well.
all right. Add those things to your inventory.
Yup.
All right. We should eat before we head out. Who is good at cooking here?
Yeah, I have all the ingredients in my pouch here, so.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, what will you make for us then, Frixis?
I gather around the fire.
I'm taking a look at all the foods here
Same.
just to see what's useful.
We do have a cooking mini game because it is proper to Monster Hunter that we do.
Yes, sir. I'm just
I
saying
guess we'll
that.
start off with
Waiting for food.
a northern orange.
Okay.
Ooh.
I have to prepare music for the cooking mini game. I have to do that in the future. Okay.
As Frixis cooks, Fluffles will cheer him on. Go, Frixis, go, Frixis, go.
I start dancing around the fire as he's cooking.
All right.
Just patiently waiting for food.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I just-
Pharixus, give me 3 steps you want to take to prepare this meal.
I don't know what a northern orange is, so can you just explain what kind of food that is to begin with?
You're gonna make me do that? Okay. It's an orange that grows in the Arctic climate, so it's got a kind of an ice flavor to it. You know, it's got the bite of an icy flavor to it, so it requires like
Okay.
some mint to prepare it. You know, so it's just like a fruit that's like seasoned with mint.
Fruit seasoned with mint. Okay. All right, so I guess I'll start off by I guess peeling the orange.
Okay.
And then afterwards I slice the orange and then season it with mint. Oh no.
Okay. Okay, I'll have you do a dexterity check for peeling the orange.
Dexterity check. Okay.
Okay, not great.
Okay.
But you'll do it with advantage because of Fluffles cheering you on.
Let's go.
So we'll give you a 21 on that one. So for
And the
slicing the
girl
orange
won
up to
that
these,
Saved. I saved our food.
I'll have you do wisdom to see about portioning it properly, slicing it properly for everybody.
Wisdom.
10, okay, middle of the road. And then for seasoning it just right and taste testing it, let's go with intelligence.
Intelligence.
Eight.
Not amazing.
It's not looking too hot, gamers.
I say at least we have oranges to speak of.
21, 10, and 8. Comes out to 13, which is a success.
Oh.
So, so let's see. Pharixus prepares this this minty orange, and it's actually quite delicious. As much as you imagine, like brushing your teeth and drinking orange juice, real bad. But those two flavors working together, it's only a light little mint flavor to it. You know, it's kind of like, you know, they make like candies that are like mint and fruit as one flavor, and it's actually very delicious. And so after eating this meal, you're fed for the day, and all of your passive perceptions are increased by 1.
Let's go. Passive
Okay.
perception.
I stand up after being well fed. Like so.
Oh, Pharixus, that was
Where's the
great.
elder dragon?
Oh, excuse me? Claw, we are
Well,
not
you know-
fighting an elder dragon.
When
Yeah,
did
we're
I
just
say that we were
supposed
gonna
to
fight an
destroy
elder
it.
dragon? I just wondered where the elder dragon was so I could purposely avoid it.
Well, let's hope that there is no elder dragon to avoid in the first place.
Alright.
They
Anywho,
say possibility of Elder Dragon, not that Elder Dragon will be there. We
exactly.
hope.
I guess. I guess I follow behind Fluffles. Keeping my eye to the sky, trying to find some mist.
I was just saying that. I'm just thinking to myself. I was like, for someone who don't want to find Elder Dragon,
Whoops.
sound very disappointed.
All right, everyone. I think if that is all, we have all of our preparations. Thank you so much for the meal, Pharixus. It was quite delicious. I think we should head out.
Alright.
Let's get to it.
I guess start looking for tracks or signs of the monster.
Okay. My Roll20 is bugging out like crazy right now.
Oh
Let me refresh it. Love it. As soon as I have to use it, it breaks.
no! The scuff was here the whole time.
hmm
Okay, it looks like it might be functioning again. All right.
Someone's trying some complicated
So,
mathematical movement right now.
all right, let's reveal some stuff to you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mm.
I'm probably going to be a little liberal about what I reveal because it's easier for me to manage because I'm running 2 Roll20 windows at once.
Oh, sorry. How do I delete that?
You can click on it
Oh,
with the cursor tool. Select tool.
the select tool. Okay.
And then I will roll on over here. Where you
Frick.
can see after proceeding out of base camp, there's this This little hilled region that leads down to the shoreline of the water, where there are 4 wild Aptonoth. Looks like kind of a family unit, like 4 adults and 1 small one. And then there are these 3 very large ostrich-like birds, much bigger and stockier than like actual real-life ostriches, with pretty brightly colored feathers in like gold, blue, and green. And
Ooh.
they don't really seem to pay you any mind as you step out. The birds don't. The herbivores, like, one of their heads might rise and look over in your direction, but they go back to grazing.
I walk up to this I walk close to the bird and I'm like, you think this is one of the birds you get your eggs from?
Do I know that?
As you get closer to it, Claw, it lets out like a little honk, and then like actually like turns its head towards you a little bit, and it looks a little wary of your presence.
Honk to you too, sir. And I just keep walking.
Are any of these trees noticeably taller than the other?
They certainly definitely like vary in height, sure, but noticeably taller, nothing like extraordinary.
Okay.
Can I, since I have my, handy dandy bundle of mysterious fur, do I see anything strange?
Using your blind sight, you attune to this this charm that you have active, and you actually close your eyes and find that you can still see using this kind of 6th sense out from you.
Oh.
And you can sense within, I believe it's 20 feet of you. You can still sense like the animals and the rest of your party members that are here, especially when they move. Almost like echolocation, or no, kind of like a tremor sense, you know, like vibrations show you their locations. But as you open your eyes and kind of take stock of like what you saw with your eyes closed, there's nothing here that you didn't see before.
Oh, okay, cool. Wait, but I sense something magical 20 feet away from me?
No, I'm pretty sure the 20 feet thing, I'm pretty sure your blind sight goes out to 20 feet. That's as far as you can see with your blind sight.
I see. Yeah. All right. So, keep moving forward. Is there any mist in the area?
None especially here, no.
I try to search for any tracks or whatever. What are we even on? What was our first quest?
What are we hunting, friends?
I thought it was the bull drum came
Some
first,
wild
but-
beast.
Yeah, was it bull drum first and then Velocidrum? Yeah,
Yeah.
bull drum, Velocidrum. Okay. Yes, I try to look for any tracks that could lead us to a bull drum.
Okay, make a survival check.
Got you. Boom, bam.
Can I check if there's anything to gather?
Sure, I'll have you make an investigation check.
11.
Okay.
Pain.
11. 11 tells you there are tracks of monsters that you can't like actually see here in this area with you, ones that are not consistent with these ones. There are a few different like varied types of them, and they spread out in multiple directions.
Interesting. Okay. Keep walking
For
up.
an investigation, so this place is probably pretty resource rich. You might imagine you could maybe catch fish in the water. There's also that you might be able to reference that one of the quests that you picked up mentioned that the waters of this inland sea that are like directly to your right are pretty rich in like well sought after fish, and one of the reasons that you're here is because the bird wyverns in this region are kind of threatening people away from fishing here. But apart from that, you don't have a great amount of success locating any special resources here.
Oh, huh. Well, if there's anyone good at fishing, it might be a good time to catch some fish over here. But I think I'm good. We just
Does
had
anyone have a fishing rod?
Yeah, I don't have a fishing rod.
I mean, I'm sure we can catch them with our hands, right?
None does that all the
With
time.
hands?
No, don't.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get wet. I think I'm good on the land.
Well, I think I'm
Thank
good for now too.
And I
Okay.
try to walk over here and see like what's in this area.
Can I also check for tracks as well?
Sure. I'll have you make a survival check.
Sure.
I'll be doing that as well.
For you.
Like
Let's
trying to.
go.
I'm going to reveal this for
Oh
you.
dang!
Gamer.
So there's a path that leads into the trees over here in this direction.
Mhm.
But back here, we had a survival check for tracking from Fluffles, a 22. So Fluffles, you can pick out that there are a few distinct sets of tracks. Some of them are smaller than the others. They look more like bird-like feet with large claws. And then there's another set of tracks that are more sort of stout, kind of mammalian type feet. The clawed feet go north, and these more stout feet in the tracks go in the westerly direction that Claw's investigating right now.
Oh, I think I know where our I think I know where our monsters are at. Maybe. It seems perhaps the velocodromes might be north, and the bulldromes might be west. So it just depends on who do we want to search for first.
Let's go with bull drum first.
Yeah.
Bulldrome first. All right.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So let's head
walk over here.
Yeah, let's follow these tracks westward. Claw! Claw! Claw, wait up for us!
I'm moving.
Claw!
Claw is moving. You find that there is a clearing beyond these trees, within which there is a... Immediately you can see there's this rather large pig creature that is moving in between these very well-pronounced patches of fungi that are growing on the ground. It's like this wide array of very, very colorful mushrooms and other bits of fungal growth. There's this little hill that rises up directly ahead of you, and you can see that all the way up on top of it is a beaked blue dinosaur.
Oh,
Oh,
Hibiki!
Oh,
Hibiki, look!
you.
Alright,
It has its back to you right now.
Everyone, be careful. Those blue monsters are quite aggressive. So,
they blue like blue man. Yeah, I just look at that and I
I'm the
just point.
blue.
I point at that and look at Hibiki, friend.
No friend.
we know-
That's not a friend.
I know. No,
Oh,
Are
okay.
you supposed to kill that one?
Phyrexius uses a bow, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Phyrexius, maybe it would be pertinent to defeat it before it sees us, or it might interfere and call some friends.
No, is this like a cliff kind of, or
It's more of a hill, so it's scalable on foot.
Okay.
oh, it's scalable on foot? Okay. I guess how high does this tree go?
It's about 35, 40 feet up.
35, 40 feet up. Okay. And how high is this hill, I guess?
In terms of like elevation from where you're presently standing, it's probably only about 15 to 20 feet high.
Okay, so the tree's taller than the hill.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so I guess I'll just take Fluffle's advice and try to get rid of this thing. Right. I'll climb up this tree.
Okay.
Try to get the high ground and then aim at this.
Take out my gun.
Your gun?
Yeah, my light bow gun.
Okay. All right. So, Phyrexius, I'll have you make an acrobatics check to see how well and how fast and how you know.
Quietly.
Okay.
Oh.
19. I'm also gonna have you make a stealth check.
And a stealth check.
Okay. So with an 11, you guys certainly hear Pharixus. He scales this tree very fast and very adeptly, but you guys certainly hear it. But however, the dinosaur has its back turned to you, and it's kind of like turning its head and looking around in the direction that it's facing, and does not seem to pick up on the noise. That pig creature that's over there, you can hear it lightly like snorting and snuffling as it's moving from one patch of fungi to the next. Also does not seem too concerned by your presence.
I'll wait for. I'm going to prepare an action as well, since I have actually range capabilities.
Okay, what action are you preparing?
So I'm preparing Firebolt, and as soon as Phyraxis fires, I see an arrow unleashed. I'm going to cast Firebolt as well, and try and hit it at the same time.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot the thing.
Overkill.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot the thing while they're.
Overkill is underestimated.
Okay. So
no-
I guess Claw's going first.
Wait, no, why, no, like waiting for
Okay.
Pharixus.
Okay, so you're holding your action.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pharixus, I'm
That's
gonna
what
have
I'm
you
doing.
make an
I'll
attack.
hold my action.
All right, so I'll just take aim and let it rip.
Let's Beyblade.
Let it rip.
21 is a hit. Roll damage for me.
Oh.
Does this roll damage if I click that? No, it doesn't.
Click the word bow in the attack.
I'll click the word bow. Okay.
Huh?
Wait, no.
No, so in the
yeah.
actual Roll20 chat, where it shows your two
in the
numbers.
chat,
Yeah, where it
okay.
says bow. Yeah.
There we
you
go,
go.
okay.
8 piercing damage. Okay. All right. So the arrow wings across this clearing and just it impacts with the creature's side, and you can see that it immediately it lets out this screech in pain and spins around to face you. What are you gonna do? Claw, you taking a shot?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Aim.
9. Okay. There's this loud boom that rings out in the forest, echoing through the trees. That little pig creature over there's head immediately snaps up, looks over at you, and then it starts waddling in the opposite direction away from you. The bullet flies toward the creature. However, it just passes harmlessly by it, and it's actually fast enough that the creature doesn't even really notice. It just keeps paying you mind. Dunk,
I do Firebolt.
Okay.
I
make an attack.
point my hammer. I take my hammer out. I point it at it, and then you see sort of a makeshift cannon just formed. The Firebolt just starts
Cannon
erupting from it.
hammer.
Cannon hammer, yeah, for real.
You do be an artificer.
So, yeah.
23 hits. Roll damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go. That's 1d10. Oh wait, can you just roll damage from it?
Click firebolt.
No, that's
There you go. Yep.
Oh.
10. Oh,
I got the
perfect.
max.
Perfect, and it's
Look at
just
that.
what you
Nice.
needed. It's just what you needed. The creature goes down as the spine bends and it lowers its head toward the ground and it gets ready to pounce. And as its feet leave the ground, the firebolt just impacts with its body and just sends it spiraling back to the ground. It tumbles and
Wow.
does not move again.
Wow. That went a lot smoother than last time. Wow.
Last time.
We fought these before. Me and Hibiki
Oh.
on our first trip. So
That's why you
Yeah,
say
but-
they're not friend.
yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I stashed my my light bowgun. I say, I guess my warning shot was well received. You guys hit your shots, right on target. Great job, everyone. And start carving this thing.
Okay, you're gonna carve it. Let me have you make a survival check. Do you have the knife or no?
Oh no, I don't have the knife. Who does have the knife here? Somebody had the knife, right?
I had the
I have the
knife.
knife.
Yeah,
I gave a knife to both groups.
Yeah, actually, I point to the person who has the knife, and I'm like, hey, you wanna carve this thing? Whoever had the knife,
Knock has it, right?
Yeah, knock. Okay.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, Nunk, I'm gonna
I'm
have
just
you
like
make.
scars off on an awful thing. Yeah.
I will have you make
Oh.
a survival check with dexterity. So this will be a dexterity check, but you can add your proficiency because you have the knife.
Okay. So survival check, but I get it with dexterity. Oh,
Dexterity, right? It's a survival dexterity check, but those who have the
Okay.
knife are considered proficient even if they're not.
Oh, okay. Sorry, just give me 1 minute. Survival dexterity check.
So I think you just roll
So
dex, right?
Just roll dex and add your proficiency to it.
Okay. That's Constitution, Dexterity. So it would be +4. All right.
Oof.
Did I do
That's
that
a
correctly?
7?
So with a 5,
+2, right?
Suffering.
For proficiency?
+2. So with a 7,
I
you don't have the best of time with it. You kind of like accidentally destroy some of the things that you're trying to carve off of it, and you have this kind of like repeated failure where like you keep destroying things as you're trying to carve things off of it, and eventually you just decide to break a tooth off inside the beak of this thing. Yes, they have toothed beaks, and come away with it with a Velociprey fang.
It's something.
I run back and I hand this to Claw. Like, here you go. And just like
Thank you, bud.
I just run off trying to like make it look like I didn't do anything.
Kind of mangled the corpse a little bit, but you know.
Good job. Good job.
Can I check if I can get any mushrooms?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
With advantage because there are very obviously mushrooms here.
Let's go.
18. Okay, I'm gonna have you roll on the loot table for that,
Let's go.
which I had open, and I scrolled away from it to find something else. Toy. Me dumb. Here we go.
So
There's so many loot tables. I'm sorry.
it's okay.
All right. So for this, it's going to be a roll 1d6.
1d6. Okay. 1d6. One. Boop. Like that.
Yep. And so what you come away with is a blue mushroom.
A blue mushroom. Okay. One blue mushroom. Look, everyone! I found this.
Oh,
Oh, a blue mushroom.
yeah.
Oh, like Hibiki.
Yes.
Yes.
Like the dinosaur.
You just go like, how many more blue references are we gonna get?
It's
There's
okay.
never enough.
It's a life I live, bro.
The pig creature kind of like moves away from you. Doesn't want to be near you.
Okay.
At this
Can I?
point, I'm going to have Nonk make a strength saving throw.
Oh.
Oh, same for okay. I don't know if I'm good at that, but we're gonna find out. Strength saving for it. I have not my best, but
Okay.
Let's
not-
go.
oh.
So with the
definitely
4,
not my best.
from just above you, you lift your head just in time to see this happen.
Oh.
Oh.
He comes barreling into you. This kind of like boar-like bullish creature just comes running out of the trees and just throws its body into you. Nonk,
Well, I just like,
you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage and you are knocked prone by this creature just throwing itself into you.
Oh.
And after it does, it looks around toward like everyone else and lets out this snort and
Wait,
then starts. Go ahead.
Could I do aid before he's knocked prone? Or
What
would that stop him?
is this a spellcast of some kind? What do you mean?
It's one of my spells. Yes.
What's the casting time on it?
Casting time 1 action.
So no, one action
Okay.
takes 6 seconds to cast.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Knock is knocked prone, and then the creature just begins like scraping one of its like cloved feet in the ground as it's getting ready to repeat this action.
Oh.
I guess I'm ready to attack.
Okay, I'm gonna have everyone roll for initiative.
Let's go.
Initiative.
What is? Oh, there you go.
Did you guys make sure to click your tokens first?
Oh,
No, I did not.
Oh, yeah.
Frick. I had a good one too. Oh, I wrote the same thing.
The same thing.
Just
Yeah.
yeah, I would just adjust it to be the first number you got. Anyway,
Where is it again?
Oh.
near the top of your sheet,
Initiative.
you'll see initiative. Just click your token on the map, and then
Yeah.
click initiative.
Oh, I got the same roll anyway.
Oh, you both did, huh?
Whereabouts on the sheet?
Exactly.
Sorry.
So the top of the sheet,
On your character sheet, right next to your armor class, above your HP.
Ah, thank you.
Yep.
Ooh.
Let's see.
okay.
All right. Well,
I got a 5.
not only are
Alright,
you not
it's a good
prone,
day.
but
Look, I got this. I got the wind knocked out of me. Right? Leave me alone.
It's not your day. It's all
Like,
good.
No, I used it all on gambling. I used it all to take your money.
All right,
You're right.
Phyrexius, you're up first.
oh, okay.
I will say I'll move up the hill a little bit, so I have a little bit of high ground here.
Okay.
And then take aim and shoot at the boar.
All right, make an attack roll for me. 26. That's a
Oh.
critical hit on your first one. All right, let's go. Roll
Ooh.
damage.
Let's go.
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 Let's go.
9 plus 7. You immediately put one right between its eyes and it goes down.
Damn. No mercy, bro.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
This is what I'm saying. Where are the elder dragons?
However, Phyrexius, as you're up there on the hill, you can kind of, sort of, look around the edge of the hill and see that guy was not alone. There are more than one of these. I'm trying to reveal it, but Roll20 is being stupid. Over here.
Oh.
Let me fix it for the stream view.
Interesting.
Here you are.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I think that'll be it for now.
All right, Hibiki, you're up.
Well, are the enemies revealed yet?
Yeah.
are they
top left
revealed
from
to
where we are.
us?
There's at least one more that Phyrexius saw around the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
On the bottom of the hill.
Scroll to the left and up.
Oh shit. Okay. Fuck, this is so far. Hibiki would get near to the animal. Okay, can I go that far?
That is pretty far. Probably not. Can't really trust this too much, but I can trust it well enough. Yeah, it's about 80 feet from you.
Okay. Then all I'll do with my action is just get near Phyrexius and just stand by, pretty much.
Okay. So you go running over in Phyrexius' direction, weapon drawn,
Yeah.
prepared to deal with the threat.
Yep.
Maybe should we go around? There's
Around the
I
outside.
ring around the rosy.
maybe Hibiki, you can stay with Phyrexius, and me and Claw can go around.
Sounds
Go
good.
from the back.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
I look at Fluffles and I'm like, I'm running straight in.
Oh, wait, no, don't do that. We need to take our
Cast
time.
around the outside.
Okay. So on the creature's turn, it just runs a hoof along the ground or a cloven foot, and just comes charging directly at you. Hibiki, make a strength saving throw.
Oh.
Oh shit. Okay.
He moves.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
think
very
moves.
it's fast. 20.
Go,
So 20.
let's go.
20 is
let's
good. So
go.
the creature
Ooh.
impacts with you. However,
Okay.
you're very strong. You stay stoic as the body strikes yours. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, but you remain standing.
Whoa.
You remain on your feet.
Let's go.
So just delete one.
Yeah. So you lose.
Yeah,
use
1 point of.
Damn, he's nice.
I do be kind of
Hey.
nice with it. Yeah. Do I still have to describe? Or nah?
You're good now. You're good now.
Okay, cool.
And then yet another one comes running out from the
Oh.
from beyond the trees.
No.
Hello.
It doesn't quite make it all the way to you though. It stops there. It comes sliding to a stop, and then it's Claw's turn.
Well, that's good because I thought it was just like not enough one.
I
already
pull up right here, to the side of this boy. I
Okay.
try to attack him
All right, make an attack.
with my dual blades. suffering.
11 is actually enough. It hits.
Ooh.
I'm built better.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
Winner's mental, built different.
I need to do damage. Okay, and then I also get the sneak attack,
You do. Yep.
which is a D6 is low, right? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, D6.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
Okay,
Cool.
and then I go again.
Okay.
I hit him with my other dual blade.
Is your sneak attack just 1d6 right now?
Should be. Yeah,
I haven't played a rogue in such a long time.
yeah, it is. Yeah, and then I hit with the other dual blade. 15.
Ooh.
All right.
And
15 hits,
then-
yep. Give me some damage.
Since subtract 3 from that.
So 2.
So just 2 damage.
So you did a total of 8 damage.
Yep.
Okay. So Claw wields these actual claws. They are dual blades, but they're fashioned in the shape of like much larger claws over his own. He runs up beside Hibiki and just kind of does this like tumbling double slash with both of his claws, and then comes to kind of like a 3-point stop beside the creature. It's still standing, but you've left some bloody gashes in it.
Oh shit. NPC3 Wolverine, bro.
Yeah, it looks like he caught it pretty well off guard too, while it was focused on you, Hibiki. And that makes it Fluffles' turn.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
All right. So I will confront our friend over here. Am I close enough?
Yep, you are.
Wait. Okay. So I will go confront our friend over here, run over, and try to bonk it on the head with my hunting horn. And I have the oh my gosh, where did I write it? It should be in stamina drain as well.
Yep, right.
Yeah, so I will do that.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Attack. Can you remember me how to do that again?
So on your, on kind of like the middle of your character sheet, there is the, let me make sure I say the right words. Attacks and spellcasting.
Ah, yes, and
If
then
you
the hunting.
click
I'll
hunting
just
horn
click
there.
that.
Yep.
Let's go!
All right, 17 hits. So now if you click the words hunting horn in the chat underneath the numbers, there
Yeah,
you go.
let's
15.
go!
Wow.
Let's go.
Big
let's go.
Go.
Jeez.
Leave
rolled
my
it.
friend
I
alone!
rolled an 11 on that one. Yeah, he's just bonked. He is bonked unconscious. He's bonked dead. Yeah, you run up to him and you just do like a full bodied like twirl with your hunting horn and just smash him in the side, and he goes down dead.
Good lord.
Not the hardiest creatures.
Very fast though. Terrifyingly fast. Tiny rage, exactly.
All right, Nonk, your turn.
All right.
No, I'm
so
currently
I'm
prone,
gonna-
right?
Nonk is prone. You have to
Yeah,
spend half your movement to get up.
I'm taking, half my movement to get up, which I have 25, so I don't know. Do we move up? That's like 15 feet, I guess. Round up.
We round up. Yeah, so it's 50. So it will cost you 15 to get up. Yeah.
All right, so Ice. Let's see the one of my idea. I'm like, I'm just gonna kick it a little bit in front of me. Bad monster. And then looking around. I'm trying to look for the next target. I'm just like annoyed right now. Is there any alive or they're all dead?
Yep, the one that is engaged with
The one
Hibiki,
that, yeah.
Hibiki and Nonk is alive. I mean, Hibiki and Claw.
Okay. I look at that one and I literally just like raise my hammer with both hands, point at it, and like manifest another cannon as like aiming for another 5-bolt.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna do that. I'm like, okay, come on, let's do it. Did that roll? Yeah.
So
Agony.
with an 8, you launch this firebolt out of this little this cannon that kind of like opens up on your hammer. However, it goes wide and passes like right over Claw's head and like cinches some of the hairs on top of his head.
Oh, sorry, mistake you for beastie. And I'm just gonna run 10 feet towards it
Okay.
to start.
Okay, top of the round. Phyrex is here up.
I'll go. What's it? Right up to I guess here, and
Uh-huh.
then just shoot at the boar.
Okay. 21 hits.
Ooh,
Damn.
we got some
And
heavy hitters.
8 is enough. He goes down.
Let's go.
Your arrow just kind of sinks into like the side of its big fat head, and it just tumbles over onto its side and
Thunk.
goes down. Big thunk.
Ooh.
And it appears that
Got
the
some
threat
flavors.
has passed.
Ah. Phew. Well, that sure was something. Make sure to carve them up.
Yes.
Yeah, I carved up the one in front of me.
Okay, I'll have you do. So you're not holding a knife, so for you it's just going to be a survival check with dexterity. So if you're not proficient in survival, it'll just be dexterity.
Got you. Okay.
Natural
Oh.
20.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay, okay. Let's have a look. See. With that, I'm gonna have you. I'm going to have you roll 2 d20s.
Ooh.
Okay. 1, 2.
1 and 11.
Oh
so
my
what? So
God.
what I will let you do, you can have your choice here. You can either get 2 items. You can get both the 11 and the 1, or you can add them together and get the 12.
I'll take the 11 and the 1.
Okay. So with this, you get raw meat, and
Ooh.
you get a bullfango pelt. As you
we
strip
take
some of the
those.
pelt off the creature.
We take those, yeah, and I finish that up. I drop that in my bag. I say, well, Elder Dragon, here we come.
I'll go to the Bullfango cosplay and I'll actually gesture to Hibiki like, can you help Nunk? Last time not so good. Copy.
Hibiki looks and just nods quickly. Oh yeah, sure. And it goes
You
to.
see me like, yeah, I just fumble around, pull out the knife, and I accidentally pull out the one that's like the Gachalaka one. I was like, oh, wrong knife. It's like, you see, it's like pretty much the same size as him, but like,
Big knife.
you don't know how. He's like, yeah, big knife. Oh, wrong
Big
knife. Like, she gets the other one out. So,
Okay, I'll have Hibiki. I'll have you do a survival check. You have the knife, so you will be proficient. So dexterity plus proficiency.
can I
So
give him,
survival.
like,
So they just click on survival.
Are you proficient in survival?
No.
Okay, so it'll be just dexterity, and then
Yep.
add 2 for your proficiency.
can I give him advantage because I'm assisting?
Yes. Yeah, I'll let you assist him. So he'll take the 15, which is a success. So now I'll have you roll a d20.
Okay.
Just do
Roll.
/roll space 1d20.
1d20.
9. With that, you also receive a bullfango pelt.
Nice.
It's something.
We winning.
Fluffle's gonna motion to the one in front of her. Take care of this one too, Hibiki. I'm gonna scout up ahead.
Oh, you want me to cut that one up too?
Yes, please.
Yeah, me
Okay.
too. And I walk this way.
Also help.
I'll move over here and try to see if there's any tracks around or of the monster that we're looking for or anything really.
Okay, Hibiki, give me another dexterity check.
Yep.
So in
21.
total, it's going to be a 23 because we're adding proficiency to it. Which is a success. So give me another d20.
Hey.
For gaming, got some gamer rolls today.
3.
Nice.
Raw meat this time.
Oh,
Agony.
well, we have
When
to.
you speak
Hey,
so
listen,
soon,
that'll make use of our barbecue spit eventually.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
is useful
Oh,
for
for real.
something.
Hibiki just takes a deep sigh, looks at Nunk, just shrugs like, "Hey, I did my best, I guess."
He still gives you the thumbs up. Meat is delicious.
Meat is.
I don't think this is here, right? This should be. Elsewhere? Or-
It's still moving around in the in this area. It hasn't like fled completely. It looks like these things are probably a little stupid and not perceiving you to be too great a threat to it that it wants to completely flee the area.
They're lovably stupid.
They're kind of cute, even.
Yeah, I pull up. Is there something over here?
It does appear that there is a little camp over there in the corner.
I'm there.
And I'll follow suit.
See if I
I'll-
can't.
How do? What do I click on
Having-
to explore?
What are you trying to do there, Fluffles?
Trying to see if there's any tracks for the monster we're looking for.
Okay, I'm gonna have you do a survival check. If you guys want to search that little camp that you found over there, I want to have whoever's doing that make an investigation check.
Gotcha. Get on that. Boom, bam.
I'll also roll investigation.
I only want one investigation check.
Oh,
If
sorry.
you're doing it together, it'll be at advantage.
Okay. I guess Claw can have it since he was there first.
Investigation. There we go. 14.
14. Okay. So with a 14 in investigation, you find over there it's just like a small abandoned camp. I know there's a skeleton on the map. There's no skeleton there. There's nobody dead.
I don't know. I see the skeleton.
What you find there is there's actually this little statue of a feline. Looks like it was at one point like fixed to the ground in some kind of fixture. However, it was probably pulled up from there. And it's this little statue of a feline that's actually like kind of the size of a feline, and it looks like he's in the motion of kind of like swiftly running or moving. And you can feel this a little bit of magic emanating from it.
Mine. I actually before picking it up, I pose next to it. I say, "Hey, look, hey, look, Phyrexius."
The resemblance is striking.
I pull out my camera and take a picture of them together.
Perfect. What a photo! Great photo op. Do you touch it? Claw?
Yeah, I touch it.
Okay, so this something happened to Daiji.
Oh no, Daisy.
Oh.
Mr.
Oh, guys.
Kubo.
Mr. Kubo.
Something happened with your Discord stream.
Oh.
Make sure
Oh, there
you
it
have
is.
to hit the eye. Yeah.
Okay. So as you touch it, you feel that you are now the magic that emanates from this little statue kind of floods into you, and you are blessed with the gift of alacrity. For the next 8 hours, you can add 1d8 to your initiative rolls.
Ooh.
Yo, let's go.
I am eating. Okay.
After this
Okay.
happens, it feels as if the magic has left the statue and it becomes just a mundane carving of a feline.
Ooh.
Is it heavy?
It's very, very heavy. It's
Damn, I'm
made
gonna
of
put it
like
in my room.
extremely dense
knew-
stone.
Oh, man.
It would be
heavy.
it would be
My
tough to
bag is-
carry.
You see me trying to pick it up, and I'm really struggling. You know, I'm not a strong guy. So whatever, man. And I join. I go over here to try to loop around to where Fluffle and Toe is
Yep,
around.
and this area does loop around to the bottom of this hill, where you can see that there are kind of these paths that go both to the east and west, or northeast and northwest.
And then
Okay.
I had an 8 on my check.
Okay, with an 8, what you find on the ground are these claw marks that are not consistent with the small claw marks that you found toward that other monster. These are much larger claw marks and much larger footprints that the claw marks are made by.
How lucky I'm not over there.
So, but I can't find anything related to the previous.
It doesn't seem
The
like you
ones that let me
can.
hear you.
I try to search this area if I can, for any sort of tracks, like
Okay, so there's
see
a-
where the bold dudes came from.
Okay, yeah. So there's a little hill that you climb there. I'll have you make a survival check to see what you can find up there.
Got you.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Not 20. Let's go.
You can see So the tracks made by those creatures that you just fought do seem to come from this direction, and there are these bigger ones of the same sort that are like a lot of these smaller tracks are kind of impressed inside of them. And as you're getting up there and you're inspecting these tracks, you kind of lift your nose and you feel something in the air, and as you think on it for a minute, it's humidity. It's the air has become a little bit sort of damp or humid as you're heading over in that direction.
I motion to Fluffles and Co, who's over there, like, get over here,
Oh.
and I start walking this way.
Oh wait, Claw, wait up!
Wait.
Claw!
I start running. I was waddling on 2, and now I'm running on 4. And you will know. I will say you will notice because of the sight of the mask of me running. It a bit weird. Looks a bit like a feral creature with a giant bonehead just running.
Alright, okay, so we keep going around here. Can I
A little bit of a hard time showing it on stream, actually, but we may have to theater of the mind it a little bit.
Okay.
So yes, there's this path through the trees in that direction. It's kind of a narrow path that's forested on either side. And as you are proceeding up it at pretty quick pace, you can follow these tracks up this path, and eventually it kind of curls around, and then you can see that there is this creeping mist
Oof.
that's seeping out from this area up ahead.
I am ecstatic. I'm like, it's time to eat. It's time to eat, boys.
Now,
Mom!
all of you can feel this humidity in the air as you're proceeding onward.
Oh.
I want to see if I can...
Stop! We need to stick together!
For-
It's dangerous!
For the first time, like I'm like on all fours, like looking around on the ground for tracks. I'm like I'm fully invested in this hunt.
Trying to adjust it for stream so you guys can see it. Hang on.
Gotcha.
Oh. I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all the way over on the left, and that's cut off a little bit on the
Yeah.
stream. Wow, it's not behaving very well.
It's because of Claw. I blame it on Claw.
Blame Uncle.
Blame it on Claw for
Uh,
going wild.
We're almost there. I can almost get it.
Almost there.
And there we are. Now you can
Nice.
sort of see it.
Nice.
Let me get rid of the turn order.
Let's
Let's
go.
Now if I zoom in a little bit, there you go. You can see it now.
Nice.
Nice.
Let's fucking go.
All right.
Wait.
Yep. So just ahead of you, the trees kind of open up and break into something of a clearing up ahead.
Ugh.
And the mist grows thicker as you go into it. Claw, where you are now, you've just proceeded directly into this mist, and suddenly you cannot see anything around you anymore. You can still hear your friends behind you, but you can no longer see your paws in front of your face.
I just make a shh sound.
Did he just trust me?
I think he did.
There!
I try. I guess I can't see anything, right? I try to feel out for where Nonk is. I'm like Nonk. I have my paws out, trying to feel out for where he could be. Like Nonk.
Can I still see things?
I'm standing right behind you.
Where you are now, Fluffles, you can
Bump
still
into you and like kind of fall back a little bit.
you can
I'm like,
You see the bone mask. And it's like,
it's like a jump scare.
yeah. Just to make sure, I'll just open up the mask and be like, it's okay, it's me. And then close it back down.
Fluffles, as you proceed into the mist, Fluffles, you can still see. Because of your blind sight.
Yeah.
With your little item. That's the only way that you can see now.
Claw! Do I realize it's because of it, or do I just I can't
You
see
can,
anything
because
that's wrong?
when you're trying to just use your normal vision, it's you just see like white. But when you access this extra sight that you have, you can see 20 feet out in all directions.
Everyone, Stay still. Stay still.
Nog,
Don't
do you
move.
have that box?
So I'm gonna try and I'm gonna walk over to Hibiki and Ferg. Can they still see? Can Hibiki and Ferg still see?
Nope. Well,
Okay,
if
so
they're all the way back
following-
there, they can't see you. They can see back
Yeah,
if they
yeah,
come
yeah.
around.
I'm just
So-
following the voice of Fluffles.
Oh, okay.
How
It's
Okay.
the same.
Quite loud.
Navigating
oh,
by
how
sound.
thick is the mist? Like how thick
It
is the
is
mist exactly?
Thick. It is really thick.
Okay.
It's like
Um,
Silent Hill thick.
Okay,
Alright.
everyone, everyone. Listen. I Claw. I
Claw, make a strength saving throw.
Oh shit! All right, let me hold on. Boom. Oh, this ain't looking good.
Oh,
Are we killing?
17.
Oh,
Okay.
17. Okay, Claw, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as something powerfully just strikes against your body. You spin around, but you do manage to keep your footing and barely not be knocked off your feet. But something rammed into you.
Got you. I say, hey, there's something up here.
I'm gonna. After hearing, can I see what's going on?
You can see that there's another one of those monsters that you just fought that just threw itself into
Everyone.
Claw.
And then Claw, Gnonk has the machine, right, for the
Yes.
mist. She's Fluffle's gonna switch to leader mode. She's gonna take out her piece of rope from the explorer's pack and try to put it in Hibiki and Ferx's hands and be like, "Follow me! I can see. Gnonk, set up the machine."
No, because okay, gives you the thumbs up and starts like unpacking this machine right now.
Yeah. So
Like, sort of gets like whacked onto the ground. I'm like, okay.
Ferx says, "Hibiki, I can see, but you have to stay. You can follow this rope. It'll lead you back to me, okay? So how? I guess we have to stick kind of close together.
Yeah, he just grabs up to the ropes like, you don't have to tell me twice, Captain. I
So
can't
they
see shit.
those bulls are around here, so we're gonna have to stick together until the machine is all set up."
Knock
Knock,
goes in.
I'm gonna have you make a,
Yep.
check with your Tinker's tools.
All right, yeah, easy. Oh, pretty sure I get it.
You have I know you have proficiency in it.
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
It's
Like,
I
I think
believe
you
it will
just
be
add it
your
as a tool.
yes. So I believe it'll just be intelligence plus proficiency.
Okay.
It might be dexterity, but
Low.
I'm gonna call it intelligence.
Ye-
I know you're good at that.
Okay. Let me. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Ooh, 23.
23, yeah.
Well, maybe 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, it'd be like 26, but 25.
Okay.
But
Right. So you set this box down and you unclasp the lids. It's a little tough because you can't see while you're doing it. But you're not too bad with technology and machines. And you inspected it a little bit before heading in here. So you have a
Yeah.
pretty decent idea of how it works, and you go over the switches and you flick a few switches and turn a few knobs, and then suddenly this thing just starts letting out this very, very loud whirring, this vacuum sound, and immediately the small space around it within 5 feet of it is just instantly cleared of mist. And then so you can see it sitting on the ground now, and you can kind of like push your hand out through like the veil of mist, and now you can see your hand, but it just like disappears into this void. But the mist is steadily starting to be consumed by this little object on the ground. However, Claw, make another strength save.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I'd assume
I see it.
so.
I see it. Do I see it heading towards Claw?
No, you see
Agony.
another
Okay.
one heading towards Claw.
Oh,
Agony.
I'm gonna. Can I do aid preemptively there?
Sure.
Okay. Oh my God, Claw! And then cast at what level? To wait, I'm at 3, right?
Eight is a second level spell. So do you have second level spell slots? Yes.
Yes.
So you must expend one of those,
Okay.
and then you can choose 3 creatures in range, and each of their hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5. So choose 3 people. I assume Claw, of course, is one of them.
Yeah, Claw, Nonk, and then I'm just gonna pick myself since
Okay.
we're at the forefront.
So your maximum HP increases by 5, and you also regain 5 hit points to compensate for it. So mark it down
Okay.
somewhere that your hit point max has increased because of this spell, so that you remember to decrease it again 8 hours from
Yeah,
now.
you can probably just use the temporary hit point spot.
You can do
there.
that,
Oh.
but it might
wait.
like I don't recommend doing that in the future because if you're actually going to use temporary hit points, then it
Oh.
will get
Okay,
cluttered.
okay.
Mhm.
But that is a
Okay,
place
okay.
you can mark it.
For now.
I'll do
yeah,
it. I'll do it for now.
For now.
Yeah.
For now.
All right, I submit, and then. Oh my
Okay,
gosh!
so Claw, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone.
All right.
So Fluffles, you can see 2 of these creatures now that are like basically within melee range with Claw.
Yabbe.
Okay, so I'll lead since we're right next to Nonk, I'll lead Hibiki and Ferixus to Nonk, and then give Nonk the rope, and then without saying anything, and then run to the closest enemy in front of Claw.
Okay, I will reveal it, but only
Only I can see it.
yeah, only Fluffles can see it.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna
And
bonk
then I guess
it.
we're following suit because we're holding the rope,
Oh,
right?
oh, I left the rope with Nonk.
Oh, you
Yeah.
left it with Doc.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Fluffles, you
So
can see
you'll be lead to Nonk. You'll be led to the little 5-foot sanctuary.
it's standing there squaring up like it's going to attack again.
Okay, I'm gonna bonk it. It's gonna get bonked. Bonk. There we go.
17 hits. Give me some damage.
Let's go.
8, not bad.
Damn, +6.
So you bonk it, and you kind of stun it out of its preparation to go charging again.
And then I also have the stamina thing, right?
Yeah, so its movement speed
Yeah.
is reduced by 5.
Yeah. Okay. But it's fast.
Right. So you kind of stun it out of its preparation to go charging at you again, but it is still standing. And it begins to prepare itself again. The
Claw,
one that's.
get back!
Do you want to do anything, Claw?
Yeah. I guess I disengage action.
Okay.
Anger.
Actually, hold on one second.
It's close enough. The one that Fluffles just attacked is close enough now that you can see its shadow. You know where to attack if you want to.
I'm gonna try to hit it.
Okay.
All right. So dual blades. 21.
21 hits.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay, and then Demoglios. 8.
8 is enough. It goes down.
Oh, I was gonna do more. All right.
You don't have to.
I had like a whole turn in it.
So
denied you.
Claw squares up and just swings his claws through the mist and just slashes the creature, which tumbles over in front of you, Fluffles. However, the other one that you can see.
Claw, move back!
Yeah, I what's it called? I disengage.
Okay.
With my cunning action.
Okay.
Okay, you move back. It goes running at you, Fluffles.
Okay.
Make a strength save.
Strength save. So I just hit strength and saving throw. Okay.
Yep, and saving throws.
Let's
23.
go.
Oh, wow.
Yep, you take
I'm a gamer.
1 bludgeoning damage, and you are not knocked prone by it.
Gamer.
Massive
Waffles.
gamer moments.
And then enter new value -1. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, and then can I attack again now?
Sure, you can. I'm not doing initiative because it would get so
Yeah.
cluttered with being in and out of combat with small monsters.
Yeah. Okay. Ugh! Oh.
Natural
boy.
20. Show me some
Oh,
damage.
let's go. That's double
Six
though.
plus
It's
4.
a crit, right?
Yep, it's crit.
Yeah.
Before. That is just enough. He goes down as you just bash him right after he runs into you. You just retort with a bash right in the head, and it just tumbles over and doesn't get back up.
Epic gamer moments.
Okay.
I'm here. Fluffle's just going crazy. I'm like, is everything good over there?
Yes. Don't worry. Ugh.
By
Just be
now,
glad that's not
Hey,
directed
Captain.
at you, Claw.
by now, the mist that has shrouded just this entrance that you've come into has cleared, and you can all see each other again. And it's beginning to vacuum in the mist from inside the clearing now.
Nice.
Oh,
So now I can see everyone. I'm like, look at this, man. We couldn't even see them, and we got 2 killed. Like, there's the elder dragon.
I was given an item by, I was given an item, and I suppose it's because of it that I can see it. I'm not sure quite which one. Maybe it's one of the eggs, but I'm not quite sure. But everyone stick together. Make sure sure not
Okay.
to move too far apart, especially you, Claw.
I just
Oh,
stand there,
you should
hands
go,
in my
dude.
pockets. I look down.
Can Knock carry the device around with him?
Yeah. So you can
Yeah.
pick it up while it's functioning and carry it into the
Okay.
clearing, where it is more
I just-
effective if you place it like inside the mist.
Yeah.
Okay, I grab it and I just carry it on my head, like with 2 hands. And like, okay, I follow the leader, and I
Okay.
look at Fluffles expectantly.
Come over here.
I kneel to carve up one of these
Yeah,
golden
yeah.
boys.
Okay. Show me a survival check or just dexterity for you.
Got you. 16.
16 is a success. Give me a d20.
D20, okay.
6. Raw meat.
I guess we eating good tonight, gamers.
Eating
Oh
good.
yeah.
Do I can I investigate the area?
Sure. So I'll say that after about 5 minutes, most of the area has been cleared of the thick mist, and there is still mist that hangs over the area, but it is now visible throughout the area, and you can see there's this little pond here. Let me reveal that part of it as well. There are some mushy rooms. Now that you can see that there is a couple of those little pig-like creatures that are moving around in the clearing between the patches of mushrooms. They're very, very, very interested in mushrooms.
So friendly.
What else do you want to do?
Can I see if there's any tracks or any kind of magical object? I guess.
Let me have you make
Or-
a survival check.
survival. You know, I have like +4 on this, but all my rolls are trash.
So with an 8,
Frick.
you look around for tracks, and you find that there are a lot of tracks in the mud around the edge of the water. They kind of mingle together, and you can see like the tracks that you were following coming in here, but they kind of just move around and don't go in like any particularly special direction. Orixis, make an
Yeah?
intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw. Well then. Interesting.
Well then.
Oh,
Oh, 16.
With a 16, you're watching everybody moving about, kind of peering across the clearing at everybody doing a little bit of investigating and carving, and then you hear a sound that kind of snaps your head in the direction like out toward the opening in the clearing.
Mhm.
And then you focus on it for a minute, and then you kind of realize that you're not actually hearing a sound with your ears. It's in your mind. There's this
Ooh.
tiny whisper, and it says, "Invader, they come. They come. They want to steal our treasure. They want to steal.
Huh. Hey guys, I don't think we're alone here.
what are you talking about?
I
There's
mean, there are the pig friends over there.
Hibiki looks at Phyrexis and goes, "Wait, you heard that too? I thought it was just all in my mind."
You heard it too?
huh? What are you hearing?
Hibiki, you did not
Marcus
hear
is
it.
looking at Firaxis, and Hibiki is like, what? What?
What is going on? What did you hear?
There was a voice talking about some kind of treasure? Invaders?
Invader.
Treasure.
Um.
Anyways, guys, like, aren't we supposed to go like this way? I point like this way.
I'm not sure, but everyone stick very close by together. Be careful. Everything's getting so confusing. Everyone stick together, especially you, Claw.
All right, Captain. I slowly walk up next to Fluffles, my hands in my
The
pocket,
walk of
looking
shame.
down.
The walk of shame.
As Claw makes it to the edge of the water with Fluffles, Brooks, you hear in your mind just steal.
Keep an eye out. They're looking to steal some stuff, maybe.
Steal?
Do you know what he's talking about, Captain?
Would I?
Oh,
Would I be reminded of felines? Maybe
I mean,
would
yeah, you do know
Yeah.
that felines do.
yeah.
This sounds kind of on brand for felines. However, you don't hear it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. Do you think it sounds like a feline? Maybe.
they're asking for shiny things.
I can't tell. They're just talking about invaders trying to steal something or some kind of treasure. I'm not really too sure.
Okay. Well. Hold on. We're not trying to steal anything.
I look over at Fluffles.
Can I? And I'll yell it in regular Soul Guardian speak, and then also in feline.
So as your voice peaks, everybody all at once feels this heavy thud on the ground. This thump. That just like vibrates throughout the ground. You're not sure where it came from.
Captain?
Someone didn't like that.
Okay, everyone stick close by and be very quiet.
You think that was a good idea, Captain?
Very quiet, huh?
Yes,
Be very quiet.
be very quiet. We can all hold on to the rope.
Sneaky peeky.
Yeah, sneaky. Everyone stick it together. Very
Yeah. So, Captain, let's go this way.
Yes, Claw, please stay very close to us. Everyone stick together.
Okay, as you're moving, Claw, as you pass by the edge of the river, or the little pond there,
Yeah.
out of the corner of your eye, something shiny, something glints in the mud at the edge of the water.
Like something around here.
Yep.
I take a look.
Okay, you go over and look at it, and you can see that there's like a little burrow dug in the ground, and there's something shiny just underneath the soil, in the mud.
What would Claude do?
You know what he would do.
What would Claude do? I apologize.
WWC.
I what's it called? I go and I try to pick up whatever the shiny thing is.
Okay, so you start digging out the burrow a little bit.
Wait, do I see him doing this?
Yeah, you can see him doing it.
Yeah, Claw, what are you doing?
Oh, the shiny.
Wait, something shiny. Leave it there.
I'm digging.
No.
He's digging.
So Fluffle's gonna try and like pull him back.
Okay, I'll have you Fluffles make a grapple check, so it'll be a athletics check, and then Claw, you can either use athletics or acrobatics to try and resist.
Got you.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh no. It's not good.
What is
It's not good.
Fluffles just puts Claw in a full Nelson and just pulls him back. You can see as your paws were pulled away from the top of this burrow, there is definitely some kind of horde of shiny things in a hole there.
I'm being held back. Like, come on, Fluffles.
No!
It's shiny in there.
It's okay. We have plenty of shiny things of our own. Someone is talking about stealing. I don't want to steal. Do you want to be a thief, Claw? Is that what you want to do? A Hex is not a thief guild. It's not a thief group.
As Fluffles is
They
yelling,
left it in the dirt.
there's another thump.
See, that's a very welcoming sound. I try to break free of the grapple.
Make another acrobatics check.
Got you.
Oh my
Buddy.
god.
Fluffles, give me an athletics check.
Oh my gosh. Ah!
Claw just does like a perfect CQC move and just like does a quick flip out of Fluffles' grip and just like literally like footstools or jumps off of her back over toward the hole in the ground.
Claw!
I'm going crazy. I'm digging.
Oh my god.
Okay, you start digging and
You're gonna make me do something I don't want to do.
you
I
find
come
that
up to Fluffles. I'm just like, "Hey, Captain, weren't you saying something about staying quiet?" Question mark.
I whisper.
That's
"Yeah,
your
Captain."
point.
you find in this hole it is filled with gold and gemstones. And
Oh.
there's actually a pair of dual blades in the hole as well that look quite nice.
Ooh.
Nice shiny swords.
Oh my god.
And there's a very pristine looking golden scale there.
Can I sense
The
it?
dual blades are mine. The scale is mine.
As
Yoink.
I see Claw trying to grab these, I'll use command.
Okay. So Claw has to make a wisdom save against that, right?
Yeah. She's gonna command you to like don't steal this shit.
As that's happening, so Claw, make a wisdom save.
Got you.
Natural
Oh my
20.
God.
Natural 20.
Oh my
so,
god!
so what command are you shouting out?
Stop!
So you shout out stop, and then Claw like stops for a minute, and then just keeps going. Keeps doing what he's doing.
God.
As he's filling
There's
his,
like a moment.
as he's starting to fill his bag, thump, 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 thump.
I'm moving faster.
You're filling your bag. Fluffles,
I start looking around now. At this point, I'm just like,
Nonk, make an investigation
I'm
check.
doing like
or
this.
a perception
Okay.
check.
Perception check. Okay.
Is the fog cleared out of this whole place?
Basically, it's not too thick to see anymore, but there is still some fog here.
Oh no.
Or you
Oh,
don't.
oops, sorry,
You
I
just
was-
don't.
Agony.
You just don't see anything, Nonk.
Oh my
However,
god, do I?
Fluffles, with your special eyes, with your special sight,
Mm-hmm.
something huge comes creeping up rather quickly. It like slinks up very close to you and Claw. Something you can't, if you use your eyes and look there,
Mhm.
there is nothing. But with your special sight, there is something very, very large looming over you.
Can I tell if it has like wings or if it says dragon-like?
Make a
in any
perception
way?
check using your blind sight.
Perception. So I just hit perception.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah.
You just got advantage from the chat, so with a natural 20,
Oh, thank you, Chad.
you can
Let's
see
go.
Oh my god, the
Oh my
carry.
god.
it is a quadrupedal creature that is huge, very, very huge. It has a long body and a very, very thick tail that now, with your perception, you can see it is thumping on the ground. It is just repeatedly thump, thump.
Claw, claw, claw. You better drop those right now, or we will be in a lot of trouble, mister. Right now.
I'm out. I want to go. I've stuffed my bag with however much
No.
I'm stuffed.
I use
And I've already done this, and I hear the thumping near me, and I disengage.
I think it's
I just
time to
walk
get
away.
out of
There's
here.
no-
Hold on.
There's
Everyone, we need to back out very carefully. I think it might be a dragon.
Carefully. Yeet.
And then can I use suggestion on Claw?
Okay, is that another wisdom save?
Yeah.
Suggest a course of activity.
12.
Okay, your spell save DC is 14, so, okay, so you can suggest a course of activity, limited to a sentence or two, to magically influence him. Must be worded in such a manner that to make the course of action sound reasonable.
Claw, if you don't want to die, you will leave everything you picked up.
Okay, so... Suggest must be worded in a same throw. On a failed save, it pre-uses the course of action described to the best of its ability. Claw, you must do this. You feel that what Fluffles is saying to you is suddenly unbelievably reasonable. It overpowers your sudden greed for these things that you found in the ground.
Okay. I take my bag and I turn it upside down. And I put the gold back in the thing.
Okay.
We are leaving right now, everyone, very slowly. And,
What?
well, not slowly, but very sneakily. Be
As
very
you put it
quiet.
back, there's a shift in the air in front of you. And you see these kind of rippling colors appear before your eyes.
Oh,
as-
me?
Both Claw and Fluffles can see this. Everybody who's looking can see it, honestly.
Oh, okay.
As this enormous face just appears out of nowhere, out of thin air. These colors kind of spread across, and you can see the purple face of this, yes, dragon, with these two kind of wonky looking eyes that move completely out of sync, that are
Fuck this dude.
looking over you directly.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Helios.
Hello.
I'm running at this point. Like, retreat!
Yeah.
Run!
Yeah, I am. I have disengaged.
Fluffle waits until everyone
I'm
gets
moving,
behind
full
her as she
movement.
moves.
Why do you
She
put
moves
everybody-
slowly. Oh my god. Everyone, claw back off. And then Fluffle is gonna try to stay at the edge to protect everyone.
It
We can
actually
move 50 feet with all movement.
doesn't move to follow you. It watches you go, and then the head raises back up, and it stands in like this like kind of almost regal posture where like the neck is straight and the head is stood directly up.
Mm-hmm.
The head does not follow where you're going, but the eyes do. At least the eye that's like closest to you, it's watching you, and its head kind of moves in almost like this bird-like, like jerking sort of fashion. And then it starts to take a step in your direction, but it gets about halfway through the step and pauses, and goes back, and then takes another half step and then goes back. And it does this like very strange, chameleon style walk where it's taking half a step forward, and then it goes back, and then it takes another half step, and it finally gets like a few steps forward, but it doesn't move to chase you immediately.
Okay.
And then as you're watching, it vanishes.
And then
Quick
Fluffles
question.
is gonna.
Do I remember? Sorry. Quick question. Do I remember, like, it's like if we encountered something like this, what our first reaction was to run in SOS, correct? Like,
Yeah, I was just about to say I was gonna after it disappears, I'll put down the SOS flare and tell everyone to run.
Okay, so you fire the SOS flare up into the air. It lights
Yes.
the clearing immediately and then shoots up above the trees. And it stays lit high up above the canopy.
And then everyone run in the most loud, quiet way possible.
way overhead of you, Chief.
Yeah.
Now that the thing is invisible, I'm just promptly walking.
Okay.
Oh my god. Claw! Get up! Move on!
Look up.
Man, why did I drop all that stuff?
Move it!
I'm just skulking. I'm just looking down, upset. Like, man,
Move it!
stuff there.
As you're leaving, Pharixus, you hear in your mind the whispering voice of the creature again say, "Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye."
And I'm walking. I'm just like, damn, a lot of stuff there.
Let's just get out of here.
Turn your stuff off.
The Voltron, it's that way.
Get back here.
Live today, shiny things tomorrow.
However, using your special eyes, Buffles, you do not see that it follows you. It does not follow you.
Okay, good. Let's keep going though. We should head back to camp.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm good.
With that encounter behind us, I think we're actually gonna stop for now.
Oh,
It's 11. It's late.
oh.
I think that's a good place to call it after we've encountered the dragon.